The central question for any guy is, can I go like this? It could be date night, boys' night, work, or your nephew's school play. It could be anything. And the last thing you want to do is change. That's why Wrangler makes jeans, shirts, jackets, and tees that answer yes to life's essential question. You can go in Wrangler. Check out our latest styles today at Wrangler.com. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
It's the biggest comeback win in Knicks franchise history in the playoffs. They were down by 22 with 7.5 to go, and they storm back to force overtime and win game one, 115 to 104. And they take a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals over the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I mean, that just got stupid. That got stupid fast. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Are you freaking kidding me? A 22-point lead with under 8 minutes to go, and the Cavaliers, who had outplayed the Knicks all night long, just let them come over and walk all over them the rest of the way. Listen, we'll get into all the different aspects of this. Two things come to mind for me. The Cavaliers absolutely handed it to the Knicks in every single way that they could, and they will not recover from that in this series.
Yeah, and it's funny how everybody tried to downplay it, like Donovan Mitchell. You listen to James Harden, who should be ashamed of himself. I mean, you're talking about for opportunity to go to the finals. That's the effort. I mean, even his defensive stance is whack. I mean, like when somebody's trying to stand in front of somebody, they don't stand straight up. They're down, they're low. I mean, Brunson put him on an and one mix tour. You know, like shout out to Brunson, and listen, shout out to Mike Brown for continuing to go back to the old Terminator. If they can't hit it, then you keep throwing the same pitch. And the fact that the Cavs just left James Harden out there stranded, and then their response was to help out of the play side on Bridges to hit the big shot in the three in the corner. It's just basketball malpractice. And I know Chuck or whatever Shaq and Chuck had going on maybe had something to do with like a bet or something that they had or whatever. But what Chuck said is that's unforgivable.
What did he say?
He was just saying like that's unforgivable for you to give that game away like that if you're the Cavs, if you're Kenny Atkinson, for you to let a 18-point lead dwindle down so far without taking it. When they went to 10, they should have called a timeout. You know, that's when a good coach would draw up a play and say, hey, let's make sure that we get a good shot. And the fact that they were so like Mobley left him off the hook, trying to take a three-pointer late in the game. Maybe that's when, and maybe that's when the legs kind of went away. You know what I mean? You talk about the grueling series that they had against the Pistons. Maybe that's when the legs got tired. But to lose that, they'll never recover, just like the Pistons never recovered from being down 9 with 2 minutes to go and losing it that way too. You know, so listen, but shout out to Brunson. I mean, he was unstoppable when it got to that time, and he saw barbecue chicken out there, and he filleted the fish, James Harden, and he got it done.
The Knicks absolutely, I have to give them all the credit, or what a tremendous win just from this standpoint. Rust, whatever you want to call it, it was a problem all night. The Cavs came in and they were prepared for Cat to be running the offense through him up at the top. They had answers for it all first half, early second half. The Knicks, it's out of sync completely and frankly looked a step slow all night. But to be able to show the gumption, even it's one thing to have a team try to give you the game. It's another thing for you to go and take it from them.
Yeah, it's one man. It's really one man that did that. That was the Brunson burner, right? That's what that was all about. I don't know if anybody else individually did anything. I know Bridges hit a big shot, but that's low pressure. You know, that's wide open. Brunson was the one with the ball in his hands, making the proper decisions, taking care of business. That was all Brunson, 100% Brunson. 1-4, you know what I mean? And just isolation on James Harden. We found the fish. And that's the thing because, like, to your point, they decided to guard Cat with Mitchell, which Cat, as the series goes on, once you realize that that's being taken away or that's not as effective, then Cat, take your big ass down low and make them pay for putting a little dude on you. Give it to Cat up top. Then once you got the matchup you want, let Cat pass it out and then take that little dude, whoever they got on him, down low and make them pay. Right? That's got to be the adjustment. But, you know, the three-point shooting of Cleveland picked up in the second half, and that's really what it was about. And listen, I think this is going to go down, if this doesn't happen, as one of the biggest dark marks on Kenny Atkinson's career. He had the dumbest look on his face. Like, the smile that he had on his face was the dumbest look I've ever seen on a court. It looked like he was bewildered. Like, how did he freeze like that? But on the other side, you know, the Knicks, they decided to take their feet off the gas with 7 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Like, they would have did better playing the Princeton 1-4 and just a
milk
shot.
The clock. Don't even take a shot.
Right. And they win. Like, I think it was something like a 0.1% chance to win. Not 1%.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You can have win probability and stick it where the sun don't shine. But that doesn't matter to me anymore.
I don't know if I've ever heard 0.1% chance. I've heard 1% chance, not
0.1, a tenth of a percent.
0.01.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it is the biggest comeback in Knick playoff history. That's unbelievable. And that's in the conference finals. And I understand what happened, but I don't want to shortchange them. Not even shortchange them. I want to celebrate the fact that they were as gutty and gritty and they just hung in the entire time.
No, see, this is the crazy part. I don't know if hung in.
All right, hung in's not right because they were getting their doors blown off for 3.5 quarters.
They're getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you watch, like, Peyton Manning come back for, like, I think it was, like, against Tampa. They were down by 18 with 2 minutes to go. And you know, and Tampa tried to take the air out of the ball, and, like, Peyton became super, like, aggressive.
Yeah.
What happened was they were getting their ass kicked, and they were ready to fold and take it in. And little Brunson Burner said, nope. And he hit a couple shots, and he got on a roll, and they said, man, this is working. And they went to the same play over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I don't want to say, oh, look at the great job that Cat did. Look at the great job that OG did, because he didn't. The wide open three.
I will say Bridges hit the most important shot of the whole thing.
Right.
And he hit a couple of big shots.
Finally, when Brunson back was stopped hurting so much from carrying their ass, he said, man, help me a little bit. And he gave him a wide open shot when they decided look how long it took for them to take the ball out of Brunson's hands. At that point, he was in fuego. At that point, he was unstoppable. You know what I mean? Like, they decided to blitz him, like, after he had went for, like, 12 straight. At that point, he like, it was NBA Jam. He's on fire at that point. So, like, and then Donovan Mitchell just disappeared in the fourth quarter.
I don't know what the hell happened to that guy.
This is what I don't understand. Like, when James Harden is struggling, you got to be – and you got to be willing to go offense to defense. Like, I don't know why they just didn't put Strus in. Strus comes in, hits a three immediately. After it's only 2 minutes left, after they gave up 10 points in the second half. Right? Like, so, once again, Kenny Atkins, I can only imagine what this Cleveland paper is saying about him.
Oh, listen, Kenny Atkinson was the biggest goat of the night.
Yes, I was ready to come in here and barbecue filet of fish the Knicks. And then Brunson said, nope, not today.
Well, and Brunson said nope. And I would also –
just Brunson.
Yeah, no, listen, I get it.
That was a Herculean, Superman, Isaiah Thomas, 25 points in one quarter, move out the way. If y'all don't want to do it, I'll do it myself type of performance.
And when he does that, the way that he did with 15 in the fourth, it is why people chant MVP, and I get it. I get it. Listen, I understand. But, Bart, I'm leaning more toward it now of, like, you know what? This guy, when you watch the direct correlation between watching Donovan Mitchell and watching him, and Donovan Mitchell is cooking them all night and clearly had that feeling of, oh, you didn't want me? You're going to see it now. And then disappears with 7.5 minutes left. We can argue about semantics about whether or not they got him the ball, whether or not he has to get the ball.
What?
Here's what I know. From 7.5 minutes on in the fourth quarter until the end of regulation, he took 3 shots, was 0 for 3.
Well,
one of them was a missed layup that got tipped in.
Well, his coach took the ball out of his hand.
Which was dumb.
Right, because the same way
James Harden's the worst superstar who's ever played the game.
The same way that Brunson was cooking Harden, they were cooking Brunson the same way.
Oh, of course.
And so during that 18-point eraser of the deficit, they let Brunson off the hook. If he's cooking you offensively, make him have to play defensively. They didn't
do any of that.
They let him off the hook big
Bart,
time. They were blitzing Mitchell. They took the ball out of Mitchell's hands, but you can get it right back.
It is really rare that I would sit here and tell you that you could have put anyone else on that sideline and they would have looked like they had more of a clue as to what they were doing than Kenny Atkinson. I was listening to the Hoop Collective this morning on the way in, and Bontemps, who was there in the booth. Tim Bontemps is such a great dude. And so I went to the game where we were hanging out, and Tim is there with me and my nephew, and he is just losing his mind over the fact that the Cavs are making no adjustments whatsoever the entire time.
For 7 minutes.
And has no rooting interest in it. He picked the Knicks in 5, but hates seeing bad basketball.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at. It has nothing to do with, like, what fan I am. I just hate stupidity.
Yeah.
I hate gross negligence.
I love stupidity when you're the benefit of it. You're the beneficiary of it.
But I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, what am I watching? Like, is this a professional coach? Where is his assistant coaches? Where was the time out?
So, like, at first they're doubling Brunson at midcourt, and then when he gets it across, all he does is give it up, and it's 4-on-3 without even blinking. And then James Harden is on Brunson the rest of the way. James Harden doesn't even try. He doesn't.
Right.
I mean, Brunson at the very
gives
least,
up, like, protect me.
Brunson will at least look like he's giving you some sort of effort on the defensive end. James Harden doesn't even try. James Harden is the worst superstar to ever play the game. Period. End of sentence. You can't. I mean, it's so stupid to call him a superstar, but you have to because of all the numbers. And at some time in his later on in life, he'll be going to the Hall of Fame because of all the empty numbers he has thrown up. James Harden is not worth the time of day in crunch time on the basketball court. Well, and all of those times have been so proven true, and we saw it again last night.
I mean, it's crazy. Like Mobley as well with the three-pointer. When you're a big man and you guys can't get a bucket, you take your ass aggressively to the hole to try and get a foul.
Like there was actually one time when Harden, and I sent it in the group text, Harden actually stole the ball away from Cat, and they're down by 20. I'm like, well, now you know it's really not their night when that happens.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, like, this is something that's going to be crazy, man. This is going to be something that we're going to talk about for a long time because you can say, hey, did the Knicks win it or did the Cavs hand it to them on a platter and give it away? I think you can say both.
I would agree.
Mean, I think all the basketball purists, anybody, listen, when you hear it, like, we want to give the Knicks their credit, right? And they deserve credit. But, man, like any other team, just if they wouldn't have made another shot, up 21 with 7 seconds to go, for a team to score 21 points in 7 minutes is a lot. Right? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, even if for a team to score 21 points, and if you didn't score one more
21 points in a quarter is an okay quarter.
My point. and
it's not a horrible quarter. It's not a good quarter.
And this with 5 minutes already gone. This has turned this game to something like where the Cavs can mess around and get swept, because this is something. These are the type of things where you don't recover from.
I don't think they will. I was thinking, like, when they would have won yesterday, I'm like, this is going to at least 6. If the Cavs had lost by 20, I'd feel better about their chances in the series, because then it would just be, well, they played a 7-game series. They went on the road again. They got their ass kicked in game 1. All right, we'll see what happens beyond that. That would just feel like a normal night. That feels like they came in trying to prove a point and did for 3.5 quarters and made the Knicks look stupid, and then just they quit playing. It was 44-11 for the last 8 minutes of the game. 44-11.
I don't know.
And overtime.
I don't know, like, if we could call it audible in the middle of the show. But, man, I would love for us to do audio files and just listen to what Cleveland said.
Oh, we're going to do that.
Like,
we're going to do that at 11:30. Because trust me,
this is lying to yourself at its finest.
All right. I'm just going to wet the whistle, so to speak. I will give you a little bit. Kenny Atkinson on the fourth quarter.
It's a tough one. I thought they hit some really tough shots in that fourth quarter. You know, those 2 threes, prayer threes, end of shot clock. I think we got a little unlucky, quite honestly. Brunson obviously took over at the end, and we started double teaming them and try to do some different things. But listen, I'm super proud of the way our group played. We played great basketball tonight for 3 quarters. Unfortunately, fourth quarter, they dominated us in the fourth quarter.
Just go home, you loser. Loser. Go home.
Does this MFers just say, did he just say he's proud of the way his team?
Yes. And I don't even, it's not a personal thing.
Bro,
those are the words of a loser. I have to defend my team after we just blew a 20-plus point lead and tell you how proud I am of them?
Let me tell you something, brother. Man, I can't even get my damn headphones on. If I could fire Kenny Atkinson right now and hire Jason Kidd right now.
Yeah. I turned to Bontemps and I said at one point, this is the kind of game that if this wasn't the conference finals, would get a coach fired.
Yo, I would fire his ass right. I would hire Jason Kidd right now as a consultant and basically tell him, you said at the end of the bench, you shut the hell up. That is it. I'm proud of my team.
Proud of my team. Play it again.
It's a tough one. I thought they hit some really tough shots in that fourth quarter. You know, those 2 threes, prayer threes, end of shot clock. I think we got a little unlucky.
Unlucky!
Brunson obviously took over at the end. And we started double teaming him and try to do
First of all, he didn't start double teaming him to damn near overtime. He went in hard like 9 straight times.
But earlier, they did double team him like in the backcourt and trying to get him to midcourt to tire him out, and he gave up the ball and it's 4-on-3.
Like, bro. They could have went to a Jim Boeheim 2-3 zone and been better. They could have went to a 2-3 zone and they didn't switch the defenses up at all.
Wow.
This is negligence at its finest.
Unlucky.
Let me tell you something. I've seen people have a harder time going through the drills in practice, cut off the cone, pull up midi, and then cut off the cone, pull up midi. I've seen him had a harder time than having James Harden guard you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like he wasn't there. He got by him so fast that James Harden wasn't even there. What are we talking about? He made some tough shots. Wasn't nothing tough about banking it off the glass. It was nobody there. It's like when you warm it up, when you start off with the I forgot what the miking challenge, whatever, man. I just do the thing we used to start where you pick the ball up and you do a layup, right hand, left hand, then you go back, then you hit the bank
drills.
shot. Yeah, the bank shot, corner stuff. Like, bro, come on, man. I mean, listen, great for the Knicks. And listen, I'm so happy that the Knicks won. But they didn't deserve that win. And that is one of the worst ways just as a basketball purist. Take them however you get them.
Yeah.
Listen, take them however you get them.
And sometimes, I hate to say
this is karma. This is karma.
Yeah.
This is up 9 minutes, trip gate, what happened in the last series. Like, the same thing make you laugh, make you cry. But this is even more embarrassing.
For the Knicks, I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. It's just that I don't normally believe in this stuff.
Yeah.
That made you think that, like, something's happening here. Like, when that happens, when they're destroying teams the way they are, they come out as flat as they did and still find a way, not even find a way, take the way that is given to them and just completely destroy the other team down the stretch because the other team does nothing, does absolutely nothing. It makes me think that, like, something's lining up here.
This also tells you, though, that thinking we're going to high post Cat all the way to the end. They better come up with a counter.
Oh, well,
because other teams are going to go put a little dude on him and just get in his back
How they did it down the stretch was just how they used to do it, and it worked because
Right.
they stopped. They wouldn't do anything about it.
Right. But we know
No, they were ready for Cat at the top of the key.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like we might be back to the Brunson ball dominance, dribble. Because now the good thing is that Brunson took over. The bad thing is Brunson took over.
Let's not waste any time. 800-919-3776. Gilberto is asking the question that I am posing right now. Is this a team of destiny? Good morning, Gilberto. That was just, I can't even get over what I saw last night.
What's up, Big C?
Oh, my God.
What's up, Bartholomew?
What up, Shane?
Yo, baby love. I don't know why you guys are asking yourself that question, okay? Third greatest comeback behind the Warriors and the Spurs, okay? And behind the Lakers in Sacramento. What's up? So what? They came back and beat a 22-point deficit. You know what I'm saying? You knew that in the fourth quarter the Cavaliers weren't going to have no legs. You guys been saying it every day. Every day.
Yeah, but you have to admit, Gilberto, exactly. Even with that being the case, of not having any legs, the coach did nothing to address what was happening in front of him.
They were
nothing.
Tired.
What you can do is get James Harden off of Brunson.
No, hold up.
Oh, my God.
If they're tired,
get
him off the court.
No, if they're tired, you can call timeout. You have three of them.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You can call timeout.
I understand that. Carlin, repeat what you just said.
When James Harden is on Brunson and continues to get cooked and you do nothing about it, get him off the court.
You can take Harden out. You had enough points.
First of all,
you need points. You could take Harden off.
The building exploded when they cut it to 15.
Right.
When they cut it to 15,
right.
Call a timeout. Call it.
And then when it went to 10, he still didn't call a time. I say, is this dude going to use a timeout?
And it was Christmas morning.
Earlier. That's why you said, Bart, that's why you said earlier, if I could fire him right now, I would get Jason Kidd right now. I don't care. We're a team of destiny. Coaches are going to make mistakes. Players are going to make mistakes.
You know who else
We're going to get to the finals, and we're going to win it.
You know who else thinks he thinks is a team of finals? That man that put up 41 and 24.
It's all right, baby. It's all right. No
Listen,
problem.
let's also not get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
Let's also not worry about that until it's time to worry about that.
I need to see game 2.
I don't. I don't think. Listen, the Cavs are not coming back and winning this series.
But when you get embarrassed,
shot.
They listen. They better not because the way that Atkinson and Mitchell and Harden's personal pride is being attacked, their final and probably the most effort you're going to get out of them is outside of a closeout game.
It's game 2.
It's game 2.
Okay. Well, why is it being attacked?
They're telling themselves, if we get out of here with 1, people will forget about what happened. If they leave New York with 1, and the Knicks and their 3-point defense, listen, I always say this. A lot of times you learn more from losing than you do from winning, because when you lose, you have to analyze everything that contributed to the loss. When you win, you're so elated by the fact that you got the desired result that things that can make you lose, you sweep underneath the rug. And what we can't sweep under the rug is that 3-point defense that the Knicks continue to suffer with giving up these open shots to Herter and Screws. That's going to get you killed. That's going to get you beat.
Let's get into a couple of the comments in the chat. Backy Smacky, Cat was rusty. Everyone was rusty. Y'all need to sharpen up on basketball analysis. It's settled down.
Hold on. What great analysis is that? They were rusty.
They were rusty. Wow.
That's great analysis. That's great basketball analysis.
I turned to my nephew about halfway through the third quarter tomorrow, and I say, after tomorrow, you will never hear me say the word rusty again because I'll be so sick of talking about it.
I thought we said rust and rest. It's not a real thing.
Of course it's a real thing.
But that's fire-up analysis. Like that's weight. Well, you got us with that one.
He also did say, I like Shamet as a spark and a ninja assassin. Easy on the ninja assassin. He did hit the huge shot and got a nice break with the ball bouncing.
It's a wide-ass open shot.
But the biggest shot of the whole thing
was Bridges.
As the shot clock's expiring, that was it.
Because he wasn't shooting the ball well at first.
No. Ed, Josh was terrible from Game 3. It was Russ for sure. He was hating the layoff the most. Josh Hart wasn't very good last night in shooting the ball. But here's what I know. I know he's always going to defend.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the important thing is. We know he's going to always hang his hat on defending, and Josh Hart, contributes in different ways. You're not dependent on him to continue to shoot 40% from three, which he struggled during the playoffs with that percentage.
He wasn't
in law averages.
He wasn't his best defensively, but at least he gives you that.
I mean, he has a tough assignment, too.
Shamet was, obviously, people are loving the fact that Shamet came in and did the job that he did. Keep going on Harden, make his slow behind run on defense, pick on him. Well, yeah, I mean.
They should be saying the same thing.
They should be doing the same thing to Brunson, but at least if there was ever any question, if anybody still had any question about whether or not they made the right decision on Brunson or Donovan Mitchell, it was answered last night.
But that's tough to say, though.
No, it's not.
It's not over.
I mean, no, Mitchell disappeared. Disappeared.
But he didn't disappear in the Pistons series.
I understand that. He disappeared last night. This team is not coming back from it, and this is his town, and he's from here. I'm sure of all that.
He lives here in off season.
Yep, and his father worked for the Mets. The whole thing. I get it. You wanted to be a Knick. You wanted to be a Knick. You were out there showing him, but then you quit after 3.5 quarters last night. He disappeared.
See,
you can talk about they took the ball out of his hand.
It is reports he got hurt.
I understand that too. You're on the court. And you know this. Please tell me if I'm wrong. As far as getting hurt, at least the adrenaline's still going at that point. It's not really going to hurt more until today.
Well, this is the thing.
Quit? I shouldn't say quit. He disappeared.
No, this is the thing. He gave it to his co-pilot. He thought his co-pilot could get the job done, but he put his hope into
his co-pilot steered it into the mountain.
But that's what I'm saying, though, because when you look at it, like, Cat didn't show up at all. Brunson, so, like, he had nobody to hand it to.
Okay, so his co-pilot was sitting in the passenger seat and grabbed the steering wheel when he saw the strip club.
Yeah, he was like, oh, Scarlet's.
Bart and Carlin, we are just getting started on what was an absolutely ridiculous, memorable night at the Garden. It's all about you today at 800-919-3776 and on the ESPN New York YouTube chat where you should be watching the show right now.
The Knicks.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble three. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now.
The Cavaliers.
Steps back, finds Bridges, far corner three-pointer. Hits again. 2 clutch threes from Mikal Bridges.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
And they take a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Game 2 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Hockey fans, are you ready for the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs? Get in on the action throughout hockey's most exciting time of the year with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. From same-game parlays to live bets, you can call your shot during any play. Rooting for your favorite players? You'll find all sorts of markets for betting on any star's performance on any given night of the playoffs. You won't want to miss any of the action on the ice. Lock your picks in today for the NHL Stanley Cup with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. Sign up today to get started. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Subject to eligibility requirements.
In Brooklyn, we have an accident on the inbound Gowanus at 3rd Avenue. That's taking out a lane. Delays continue all the way through Industry City and up onto the BQE to around the Brooklyn Bridge. And it's slow on the southbound BQE from the LIE down to the Williamsburg Bridge. You also have slowdowns on the northbound Clearview up and onto the Throgs Neck Bridge. Westbound, the LIE is jammed into Woodhaven Boulevard with an accident. You're backed up beyond the Grand Central Parkway. Also slow on the westbound Cross Bronx from the Bruckner all the way out to the George Washington Bridge. Still about 30 minutes into the city at the GW and the Lincoln Tunnel. It's 45 minutes in at the Holland Tunnel. I'm Adam Walski, 880 ESPN New York.
Hi, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. If you're looking at solar in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, here's what actually matters. Real numbers, honest answers, and a team that handles everything. We manage the entire process from start to finish. Designs, approvals, installation, and even a brand new roof if you need one. We don't sell you more than your home actually needs. Just smart systems designed for long-term savings and predictable energy costs. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment. Precision Solar, built to perform for decades.
You've been stuck inside all winter. Now it's time to get back out walking, working, and living. But if you have joint pain, sciatica, back pain, and still holding you back, you don't have to live like that. I'm Bart Scott, and Dr. J. Shaw at Soundwell Pain is the real deal. Ivy League trained, double board certified with non-surgical treatments that get real results. No cuts. No downtime, no pain medication, just a smart, targeted approach to get you moving again. Same day or next day appointments are available. Go to SoundwellPain.com. Don't let pain vent you this spring.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL. Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
On the YouTube chat over on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, Donald Almonte checking in. Bart's right about the offense, though it needs to get back to Cat being the orchestrator. Just needs to read his defender better and drive to set up his passing more. Look, I'll give Cleveland credit. They were ready for it last night. They did not suffer it lightly by any stretch. They were on top of it from the get-go.
But the thing is, if they're ready for it, then their next opponent's ready for it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they can't get away with the same thing. People make adjustments, and Cleveland is showing the other teams how to do it. Because could you imagine if that's OKC, that's going to be Lou Dort? Can you imagine if that's that could be Dylan Harper? You know what I mean? A even bigger, stronger body. Because now they're just going to use bigger, stronger guards to take that away.
Let's see here. Jersey G, last person who should be talking about playing injured in the fourth quarter is Carlin, as much as I love you, Carlin. Listen, I won't tell you that the irony does not hit me right in the middle of the face right there. I get that completely. My point about Donovan Mitchell in that moment, you're on the court. You're on the court. If you're not on the court, that's fine. Then you're injured. That's a killer. If you're on the court, you're playing through it. You're human,
listen,
but you're playing through it.
What I appreciate.
So the excuses go out the window is what I'm saying.
So what I appreciate and love about JB Bickerstaff, and I'm not trying to take it back to the Pistons, but what I am trying to take it to is a team that we just watched a whole series who wasn't afraid to say, Isaiah Stewart, I love you, part of our rotation, but not today. Jalen Duren, you're an all-star. You're one of our better players. Not today. Paul Reed's got it going. What I'm saying is when the matchup is Brunson is cooking James Harden, you have to have the ability as a coach, as a leader, to say, James, I love you. Proud career. Thank you for getting us to this point. I'm going to put a guy out there that they can't switch off of and bother us. Because right now, the job is to preserve and prevent points, not for us to get points. We have enough points. If we score 4 more points, we win this game. But we can't let Brunson go out. We can't give these guys easy walk-up, breaking our defense down because you can't stay in front of the kid.
And even when Harden went and attacked and laid it in, Brunson was back in the other end in a flash.
My point.
Yeah.
So that's where Kenny Atkinson fails. He don't have the kahunas, the marbles, to say, James, like we saw the hacker Mitch work great.
Yep.
To steal possessions. Atkinson did everything that you're supposed to do until it counted the most.
Yep.
Which is, I understand my players losing their cool. I cannot have my coach lose his cool because he's not in the game. He's farther back. He's supposed to see the whole picture. You ain't no young coach. Got out coached yesterday at the end.
Let's get to you. Billy in the truck is up next. Billy, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
Yo, what's going on, guys? Yo, Kenny's still waiting to use that timeout. Playoff James Harden. Please. Come on. I can't wait to hear from D from Queens today. I can't wait.
Yeah, D should show up, but he won't.
D ain't nowhere around.
D's not showing up today.
He listening, but he don't hear us.
That timeout where there was like 7 minutes to go in the game, I got a little curious. I was like, I wonder what the line is. And I put a little on at plus 5,500.
No, you didn't.
And
Come on. Billy, you're lying. Come on.
You got that cheese on the taco?
No way.
Right now, Bart. I'll send a slip right now.
Please do.
Listen.
I did.
Tweet that slip.
Billy,
I want to see that. I don't buy that for 1 second.
Billy, we love you, Billy. That's what I'm talking about, Billy. No. We believe you. Listen, I hope you
don't. Because I've seen this story before. I've seen the story before.
Only twice.
And you know what?
When exactly? Because the last time I checked, it was like 463-0. But you had the foresight to see it.
You said it. You guys said it yourself. I don't care about that 0.1%, 99.9. I said, look, if they're gonna do something,
the win likelihood probability, that stat can kiss my you know what. That means absolutely nothing because every time it comes up, it is all it is doing is being proven wrong.
Teams up 2-0, the best of 7 series wins 92% of the time.
How about John?
336 to 29.
The group text last night, and it was the same. Here's the thing: John was using his material in the group text for our show and in the group text for the morning show. He was using the same material because John, we're going back and forth. I would say probably early third quarter-ish.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was just laughing.
No, you weren't paying attention. You were just laughing. That's fine. Tom was sitting over in the corner in a fetal position watching the Knicks get absolutely destroyed at that point.
Shut up, Tom. You got Garrett Cole coming up.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this thing like I do not – they just looked a step slow to me all night. They really looked a step slow all night long, and the Cavs were in such a gear, and John's like, teams that win game 1 win 77% of the series.
Yeah.
And teams that win games 1 or lose games 1 and 2 at home lose 96% of the time or whatever it was. and Tom, I mean, describe what it was like in your house at that moment as you're reading those text messages.
Well, I saw the first one from John, and it said like 77% of Game 1 winners win the series, and I was already stewing at that point based on how poorly the Knicks were playing. I just like kind of slammed my phone down on the table. I turned it like upside down so I wouldn't have to read any texts anymore. I was done. I just kept watching the TV. I was like moaning and groaning the whole time because of the poor play. It didn't sit well with me, to say the least.
Be honest. You was like, you nerd. You sit here Googling, are you really a fan? Go get some KFC.
I'll give Peter some credit. Yesterday I was listening to the show. Those guys did a great job down at the Plaza, and they had Monica on. And they are talking about a new stat. Monica was talking about a stat called gravity.
Oh, God.
And it has to do with basically the gravity of the player and how much attention they draw and all that kind of stuff. And Peter turns to Don and says, Don, how many virgins did it take to come up with that stat?
For real.
Don, 6.
Yeah, for real. For real.
To come up with gravity. Merv in Winfield is next. Merv, where you been? What's up, baby?
1 second. What's up, guys? How are you?
Who you just tell to pause and hold up? Hey, man, shut up. It's showtime. Who you just tell to shut up?
Oh, my boy. No.
Okay.
Forget him. Yeah.
Bart, I called to congratulate you and say thanks for pushing that team to 7 games and making them tired.
You welcome.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they didn't look tired to begin with. They should have been able to coast in if it wasn't for negligence, man. But shout out to the Knicks and Brunson for finding the, what'd you say? Remember Waterboy? Where's my witch? Where's my witch? There's my witch.
Yeah, they hunted him down nice, and like you guys are saying, they should have benched him for a second or two. Like, he can't guard nobody, like you said, and
he really cannot.
I think we're gonna win this.
But he can't. He won't.
He can only guard Cat.
He won't guard.
Yeah, poor Cat. Every time
it's like a fruit fight.
He threw it back.
It's a fruit fight. Him and James Harden checking each other is like a fruit fight.
He won't guard anyone. He won't. He did not even look remotely bothered by the fact that he's blown.
He's like, I'll just score on the other end. He can clap his hands like, damn. Like, bro, you're getting fillet of fish on national TV.
My nephew is sitting right next to me, and he just looks up and he says, oh, Harden, okay, here comes the step back. 1 for 8 from behind the arc. Oh, my God.
But at least he picked up where he left off Game 7.
So bad. So bad. So good for the Knicks. What an unbelievable win. Wow. 800-919-3776.
Burner, baby.
Also on the ESPN New York YouTube chat. Guys saying Monica didn't deserve that. No, Monica actually was laughing because she thought it was a good joke.
Because that's
funny.
That's what happened.
Monica's the best.
The researchers be finding do different. Like, man, listen, I don't need every stat that they create, man. Like,
but I understood what they were trying to say. You know, like I completely understood how important that was. What are you laughing at?
My cousin dunking on Jordan.
Oh, Pippen
jumping up. Yeah, he dunked up. Here you go. Look at there you go, Ewing.
Right on Patrick Ewing.
Hold my bricks, and then push him down over his face. That's that thug Pippen in him. You know what I'm saying? Then put his things over his put his nippalities over top of his face. And then he went and pointed at Spike Lee.
It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776. We are giving the Knicks their love all day on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble, 3. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now.
The Cavaliers.
Steps back, finds Bridges, far corner, three-pointer. Hits again. 2 clutch threes from Mikal Bridges.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
And they take a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Game 2 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK. All the flavor, none of the alcohol. Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free, so I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far-corner 3. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including The Wellness Company, Dime Commercial Bank, Michelob Ultra, and Kia Motors on ESPN New York.
I take my job very seriously. I don't like to get on TV and say people choked, but that was a damn choke job. I don't understand what makes you choke and what makes you lose the game. So they had a 20-point lead. They just started going, milking the clock, like a prevent offense.
Not only that, Chuck, I don't think the coaches from Cavaliers had great use of timeouts because, me and Chuck was in this.
Scream timeout, yes.
Call timeout, so, they allowed
He let the league go from 20 to 6, and never called the timeout. But my problem was, if you go back and look, when you showed those highlights in the beginning, the ball was moving. Everybody was getting wide on the shot. You go back and look at the first 6 or 8 minutes of that fourth quarter. They were just going one-on-one. The shot clock was on their back every single time. And Kenny should have called timeout sooner.
Never did. Not until 3.5 minutes left. And it was by that point, it's not that it was too late. It's just that you needed to use them earlier, especially when you're going to lose one under 3 minutes.
And if your team looks tired, you might want to call a timeout to let him catch his breath and also to break the rhythm of the team that's starting to find a groove offensively.
What do you know? The couple times they actually had stoppages or a timeout, they came out and had a play.
That's what I'm saying. When you're up by 20, I would wonder after they were up from the 7-minute mark, I probably can go get that. How many field goals did they score? But even look at Donovan Mitchell. He looked like, oh, it's okay. No, it's fine. We lost the game. No, man, that is a collapse. It's one thing to lose a game, team get hot, you have a couple turnovers, you find a mole. But for somebody to come back by 20 points, not in a quarter, from 7 minutes, that's damn near the midway point of the quarter. Down 21.
Arturo, Harden did play D. Well, at least what I saw with his stomach first.
Man. Harden, listen. And I love this guy to death. Harden is going to end up like Reeves when he retires. Because Reeves was always a guy that would come into camp and he would wear the jacket to lose weight.
Yeah.
Like in OTAs, he wearing the jacket to practice in the weight loss jacket. And like, Reeves, I don't know if he's getting it together, but Reeves has put a lot of weight on. When you look at his speech, Reeves looking like Elamine. You know what I'm saying? And James Harden, you just know when he retired, you're gonna see him somewhere with his stomach out, looking like Cleveland from
Family Guy.
From Family Guy.
Listen, James just doesn't care.
It didn't even
at
look
all.
like he cared. That's what would kill me as a teammate.
Doesn't care.
Like, bro, like even if your body language, you just letting this dude go by you. You're not foul. I mean, I would have fouled Brunson so damn hard for embarrassing me like that, knowing I can't do nothing about it. I'm gonna foul the hell out of you. Like he didn't even take a hard. You 6'6". Listen, it's a lot of 6'6" guys that can't stay with 6'2" guys. I get it, but bro, trip his ass or something.
I mean, think about James Harden. Think about all the owners that have paid him over the years. Think about the owners, Tillman Fertitta and the Rockets. The Thunder never paid him.
Daryl Morey,
the Nets.
But look. I'm sorry.
Nets. At least they only had to do it for like a year or two.
I'm sorry. Look at Jay Will right here. What kind of defense is that? OG's wide ass. So how do you somebody's that bad defensively? That's what you got to do. Like they just took the two bigs and hid them in the corner.
Well, but look at what they were doing too. They were at times doubling Brunson, and it turns into 4-on-3.
But it was a weak ass. What I'm saying is
a bad double.
But that's a weak ass when they put all the bigs. They took Mobley and Cat and put their ass. Go to a zone if you got to do that to throw out their rhythm. They gave them the game. Like, listen, and I don't want to take nothing from the Knicks, but man, when you just see dumbness, like at this highest level, this is the NBA. This ain't like the YMCA joint. This is the NBA. This is the type of coaching job and adjustments you get out of a simple adjustment. They just put the guys in the corner, say when they run at them, they basically took Cat and Bridges and put them right next to each other.
Derek in Hillside is next. ESPN New York. Derek, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? What I tell y'all, man, I told you they can't check Brunson, man.
They can't. They can't.
The crazy thing is you're right.
Nobody for him.
Yeah, the crazy thing is they could the guy he's the Brunson stopper.
Wade?
Yeah, Wade and the other guy. Like they should have took Harden ass out and I would have played the whole fourth quarter with him on the bench.
They weren't going to do that.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
But that's what I'm saying.
Not a $42 million.
But they did it to Jalen Duren. They did it to Isaiah Stewart. Like you got to have the cojones to do it.
Yeah, true.
That's what coaching is about, leadership. It ain't about your feelings.
Been doing last night though, like not calling a timeout is crazy. Like you just let them walk that whole league down and they do nothing about it.
Hey D, you ever seen the movie? D, you ever seen that movie Smile? That movie Smile, like that horror movie, like when the killer they get infected. And
from a couple of years ago, and they smile. Yeah,
that's what Kenny Atkins looked like.
Yeah,
he just sitting there
and that big dumb smile on his
like,
face.
what the hell are you smiling about? I'll bust you your damn teeth.
I mean, it was absurd. Here is Atkinson on not using his timeouts.
Yeah, I like to hold my timeouts. I mean,
for what?
I have one timeout at the end of the game, 1 or 2 point game.
What?
I try to hold them.
You up by 21. Why are you holding your timeout?
Holding your timeouts for what? They don't carry over to the next game.
Did he like, is this Singler? They got rollover minutes? Remember Singler? Remember Singler? Yeah. Remember you had Singler, you had rollover minutes?
Yep.
What do you think you got, rollover timeout?
Look at him on sprint, too.
Hey, I'm gonna take 2 of my challenges with me to the next game. Like, what? You see, once again.
Well, we got swept, but I had 14 timeouts left.
Bro, I promise you. Remember, what's that movie, This Is My Rifle, There's Many Like It, But None Like Mine's? With Richard Gere? No, not Richard. Yeah.
Officer and a Gentleman?
No.
I don't know.
Well, it's the fat dude. He's like, son, are you off your rocker? And he ended up shooting him at the end with the rifle inside the bathroom in the barracks. Well, anyway, they need to take Kenny Atkinson like they did. It's a scene where because he was fat and he kept failing stuff, and his group got in trouble, that they took a sock. They put soap in the sock, and they beat him with the sock.
Yeah.
They need to do that to Kenny Atkinson and James Harden.
It's time to play. How much did that guy make?
We have to do it. We have to do it today. This is as of the end of next year because he has one more year left on his contract. Based on what happened last night, let's make this a quick round. James Harden.
Oh, that's easy.
In his career,
that's easy.
How much did that guy make?
That's easy. 400, he's easily $400 million, $500 million. So I would say
give me a
450.
Number. 450?
You said at the end of this year?
At the end of next year. He's got.
Oh, next year. You add next year.
I'm adding next year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 525.
525. Ray.
That's where I was leaning also, but I'll say 495 then.
495. Tom Bauer.
555.
555. Correct answer.
No,
I can't believe.
Tom a piece of crap.
Well, but I can't believe it. You guys all overshot the target. He's a bargain, apparently. At the end of next year, he will have made $454 million.
Wow, what a bargain.
That's what I'm saying, because we did Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant said like 500, right?
Yeah, well, listen, Hart, maybe we shouldn't be knocking him. He's only made $454.
Yeah, he's a discount.
Everybody calm down, huh?
Right behind Tobias Harris.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Can Cleveland even recover from this? But more importantly, how do the Knicks continue to capitalize on what happened last night? It is your chance all day today to be getting through on the ESPN New York YouTube chat and being a part of the show that way, and on the telephone lines, which are open for you to just revel in what was an unbelievable night at the Garden.
Wednesday with Donovan and Rothenberg.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble three. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now. It's a 5-point game with 3:30 to go.
After Jalen Brunson fueled one of the greatest comebacks in NBA playoff history, how confident are you in the Knicks going forward? Donovan and Rothenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Did your dog just get groomed? She's got a pep in her step.
Actually, she's gotten famous. She's one of 18 dogs on the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs from the New Jersey Lottery.
What?
Yeah, New Jersey voted, and 18 dogs were chosen.
Well, look at her.
It's gone to her head a bit.
Play the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs, featuring 18 real New Jersey dogs and a top prize of $200,000.
Oh, are you a famous doggy? Yes, you are.
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last, price and valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only, exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Knicks came back to have a historic victory.
It's the biggest comeback win in Knicks franchise history in the playoffs.
Was it a Knicks win or a Cavs collapse? My answer to that would be yes. Yes. It was a Knicks incredible, amazing comeback and a Cavs remarkable, incredible gagging collapse.
DiPietro and Rothenberg. Morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams. This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is Bart and Carlin.
It's the biggest comeback win in Knicks franchise history in the playoffs. They were down by 22, and they stormed back to force overtime and win Game 1.
I have to give them all the credit in the world. To be able to show the gumption, even it's one thing to have a team try to give you the game. It's another thing for you to go and take it from them.
I was ready to come in here and barbecue filet of fish the Knicks. And then Brunson said, nope, that was a Herculean, Superman, move out the way. If y'all don't want to do it, I'll do it myself type of performance.
This is Bart and Carlin.
The Cavaliers, they will not recover from that in this series.
On 880 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
They absolutely will not. They will not recover from this. Like, I could honestly see it being a sweep at this point. They might get one, but it ain't going to be Game 2. And it's salvage one at home. Maybe it is a gentleman's sweep and all that. Maybe. But after you lose a game like that, you come in off of a 7-game series and you have absolutely dominated a team for 3.5 quarters and beating them by 22 points, and you blow that lead over a 7-minute period. You do not recover from that in a series like this. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
Brunson across the timeline. Screen from Bridges, sets him up against Harden. Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble 3. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now. It's a 5-point game with 3:30 to go, and Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
Oh, my God. So many different things happen in that cut. I'm glad that we were rolling tape. Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. You know what? Isolate that for me, will you? Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Because it might be the only time in the series.
I like to hold on to my timeouts.
Hey, great call by Tyler there. But to Brunson, how about this? Against James Harden last night, Brunson was 7 of 11 from the floor.
That's crazy. It's a crazy part.
And 5 out of 6 in the fourth quarter.
But the thing is, you have to be able to go back at him. You got to serve him up the same thing because Brunson can't defend either. And they were cooking Brunson. They're gonna need a better game from Cat, and they're gonna need better games from OG.
All right,
OG was shooting some wide open threes, just air balls. He was hesitant to shoot it because Brunson gave it to him a couple of times when they doubled him to shoot it, and he dribbled in and tried to dunk. You know what I mean? Tried to come in because he wasn't confident. He was out there looking like a Sir Thompson.
You want to talk about a stat that has to have something to do with the player himself? This is the 4th time in Donovan Mitchell's career, 4th time that his team blew a 20-point lead in a game in the playoffs. It happened twice with the Jazz and twice with the Cavs. That is the most of any player over the last 30 years in the playoffs. Wow. 4 20-point leads blown by Donovan Mitchell. Thank God he's not a Knick. Thank God. And listen, he's a New York guy. We love you for that. I know that you wanted to be a Knick, but the fact that Brunson is and you're not, thank God. Thank God, because disappearing act is what happened the last 7.5 minutes of that game.
Yeah, that don't play here in New York.
It does not. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. David and Elizabeth, what's up, D?
What up, fellas? What up?
What up, though?
Yo, same old, man. Let's get straight into it. So, look, I'm going to call a spade, right? Number one, yo, Chef, don't get mad at me. No more Melo slander on defense. You better get James Harden from now on. Did you see when Josh Hart made his first layup? James Harden moved out the way. If you guys go back and look at that play, he moved out the way. I'm like, yo, look at this. Yo, I ain't going to hold you. Melo don't play defense. But Melo at least moves his feet and stays with you. And then
Melo makes put it this way. Melo made a good show of it.
Melo only played defense when he was going against LeBron.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or he was going up against Durant, or he was going up against another white hat like himself. That's when he played somewhat of defense. So I'm going to call it spade. But, yo, from now on, make sure you attack Harden only. Bro, he moved out the way when the man did his spin move.
It's not even attacking. It's not even attacking. It's going, hey, you know what? James is going to hold the door open for you right there to the basket. Go ahead and run that way.
Yo, at least
he definitely did.
At least scratch the dude, bite him or trip him or something. Like, bro, you don't even care. He ain't even pissed off enough to, like, flagrant foul somebody. Like you embarrassed me in front of my family. I thought he was going to be like Damon Wayans and white chicks.
Nah, I thought it was going to be like Damon Wayans.
No, white man, the great white height. Great white height. Great white height.
That's exactly what you try to embarrass me on TV.
You know good.
Yo, you know what's mad crazy? I'm just going to get to my point because, I know there's a bunch of Nick callers that want to talk to you guys. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. And it's not nothing against you, Bart, but, yo, you're going to have to agree with me on this one. I'm sorry. Brunson's the white hat, brother. He single-handedly put the team on his back, and he lit them up and got the W. Yeah, I ain't going to hold you. That wasn't a W that was like, oh, yo, that was great. No, they started off slow. They were missing shots. They weren't in tune. They weren't synced. The cat situation wasn't working too well. But they went back to dribble, Brunson.
11 straight points. 11 straight points in the fourth.
Burner was lit.
11 straight points in the fourth.
When he hit that step back, on James Harden, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a ball game, baby. It's a ball game.
I think like a cone. You know, like when you, like, see people practicing, they have, like, the little pool noodles.
Yep.
And they hold their hands up. They would did better if they just would have had somebody holding some pool noodles than having James Harden out there.
You mean the holding it up, trying to block the shot?
Yeah, like, shoot over the noodles.
Trying to make it Wembanyama.
Yeah.
I will say, outside the Garden last night, after game one, first of all, I made the mistake of going out the 7th Avenue entrance.
Rookie.
Trying to get out of there. They shut down the ability to walk down the stairs to walk up 7th Avenue because everybody had jumped into 7th Avenue already. So they were actually holding people in from leaving and trying to funnel them the other way around, which is like, good luck. I could have done without that. But having said that, I was wondering what the chant was going to be. What do you think the chant was after the game in the street on 7th Avenue?
Harden sucks.
No. What do you think the chant was? Ray, you want to take a stab at it?
Was there like a JB MVP type of thing?
Nope. Tom, what do you think the chant was?
I was going to go for that, but I was going to, maybe it was Knicks in 4?
Nope. We want Wemby.
I don't know, man.
We want Wemby after game one.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking the fans for doing it. They were having an awesome time last night enjoying it. They were having normally I'm the guy, like, let's act like you've been there before a little bit, but when you have a win like that, go nuts.
Knicks fans never act like they've been there.
Well, because they haven't. You can act like it, but you really haven't been there before, so I don't expect them to be that way.
Yeah, how old do you have to be to have seen the last championship that the Knicks had?
You'd have to be, what,
in 70?
To have seen it?
Yeah.
To actually remember it?
Well, just the day you were born.
The day you were born was 1973.
Damn.
Yeah, but to actually have remembered it.
So you got to be like 52 just to be born.
Just to have been born. Yes.
So let's just say 10 more years to have seen it.
So that means you got to be about mid-60s. to really remember it. And trust me, the guys who were in their mid-60s were not out in the street last night. That's not who it was.
Damn.
That's not who it was at all.
The Knicks need one just so they can call themselves the Mecca. You can't call yourself a Mecca if you ain't won in. Damn.
Jose, Connecticut. Jose, you couldn't even do the damage to him yesterday.
He tried.
No, remember, I stopped Bart. He tried to start before I even called, so I ain't allow it, man. No, we're not doing that. But yo, listen, Bart, everybody's better than Brunson until it's time to be better than Brunson. I told y'all, because I told y'all yesterday from a Cleveland perspective, all my boys in Cleveland, and I told y'all exactly what happened. They said Harden can't be trusted. But they mad that he got traded for them. They traded for him. And they said Mitchell always comes up short in the playoffs. And that happened. And what's funny is, my boys pointed out the last time that even before in Utah, Brunson sent Mitchell home because that's when Luka went down and Brunson had 30 a game and sent Mitchell packing on the Jazz, right? And he did it again 2 years ago.
I never said that. I never said that Harden or Mitchell was better. I just said Cade was.
Well, like I said, it clutched though, man. And I mean, Cade got time. I'm not going to talk about Cade, but he young anyway. Another point I was going to say is, like, that's the other thing, too. Like, people keep talking about Cat and Brunson defense. This is not Tibbs' Knicks. Like, he switched all the time, and he did what Atkinson did last year. Like, he would just let Brunson and Cat play on the island. If you notice, this is why Bridges is so good, man, this year is they protect, they fight with Brunson. They don't let him stay on the island, and even if he does, he plays hard. If he fouls, at least he fouls. He's not a cone like Harden. So I reject a lot of these.
You know who Harden reminds me of?
Harden's not even a cone. A cone stands there. A cone doesn't move.
Jose,
Harden gets out of the way.
Jose, you know who Harden reminds me of? Roger Dorn when he wouldn't stand in front of like the dribbling balls and stuff, kind of like It's in my contract right here. It says no.
What do you want me to do? Die for it?
Exactly. Like he's Roger Dorn.
That's a deep cut, man. That's why I love y'all, man. Have a good day. I love y'all, man.
Appreciate it, Jose.
Yeah, he like Cam Newton in the fumble in the Super Bowl. Like, nah,
I'm good.
I'm good. We'll live to fight another day. It's always next year. What?
Was there any part of it for you last night in the way that it started? We could talk about the rust. We could talk about all that stuff, okay? The way that it started, that would have you concerned moving forward from the standpoint of they had answers for what the Knicks were trying to do for the first three quarters of the game.
Well, I just want to figure out how can the Knicks be the offensive explosive team that we saw in the previous two series when the Cat advantage is taken away. Can they find a way to say, okay, well, they're doing this, we're going to do that? What's the game plan? What's the adjustment? Because clearly they came in prepared for that, and their preparation was we're going to keep our two big guys still being able to roam and play defense, and we're going to take Cat away because we know when he's at that position, he's not trying to score, he's trying to facilitate.
Yeah.
So if we still have our two rim protectors behind, why would we waste a good play? Because they wasted their worst defender on Cat, which is odd, right? Because you would think you would take your best defender and put him on Cat. Mm-hmm. But no, they took their worst defender because they're like, well, at least you're strong and you can stay connected to him. You can stay in front of him, and he's not looking to score anyway. What Cat needs to do if they do that is to give the ball away, walk Harden little ass down to the bottom, and then ask for the repost.
What happened with Cat is, to me, also indicative of what they kind of did with Asur Thompson last round from this standpoint. You want to go shoot? Go shoot. And because of how they treated Cat, that left it the same way for Hart, who was 0 for 5 in the first half.
Yeah.
0 for 5 from 3. Like, you couldn't do anything. They are going to let Josh Hart beat them all they want. They will have no problem doing that. And so Josh Hart, at some point, is going to have to be a bigger factor in making some shots.
Yeah.
Because, listen, last night was not his best game, and it's not a knock on Josh. It's just when you improved your game as much as you did this year and you shot 39 from 3, you got to at least hit your season average for the series.
Yeah, you know what happens. Like, how do you get to that 30, 39? You get to that 39 because you have hot streaks and cold streaks.
Well, last night it was a little chilly for sure. Paul is in Stamford, Connecticut. Next. Paul, what's going on, bud? You're on ESPN New York.
Maury.
Good morning, fellas.
What up?
Good morning, fellas. Here's the thing. When you compare the defense that Harden plays and Brunson plays, it's huge because Brunson can't play defense, but he gives it a try. Okay? That's amazing. He gives it a try.
A cursory try.
They both had the same end result, though. James is like, well, at least I'm conserving energy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at this point, at least Brunson was making it look good.
Right.
Yeah, he makes an effort. But Harden doesn't even try. It's like when the game got to the third quarter, I had a friend over, okay? I said, you know what? He says, I'm leaving. I said, yeah, me too, because I'm going to the gym. I got to burn the energy off, and I got to burn the frustration off. By the time I got to the gym, he texts me, he says, you check the score? And I checked this, it was like 1-0. I was like, how in the world would you do that? How do you get from 22 points with 7 minutes left and tying the game and losing the game by 11?
Whoa.
That's a 33-point change.
Paul, you went to the gym?
I went to the gym.
Oh, you went to 24. You went to 24-hour fitness, son.
Wow.
That late in the morning, you gave up on him that quick. You gave up on him that. You went to the gym at 9:00 at night. What are you, a vampire?
I will say now it wasn't many. It was not many at all. But at the 7.5 minute mark, at the first stoppage, there were people leaving. Now it wasn't many. Put it this way. It wasn't as many as I would have anticipated.
Especially with thinking about how much you paid to get in there.
Exactly. I would have thought that more people would have been on the way out, but they weren't, to their credit. There was, I would say, maybe a few hundred, maybe 200 to 300 people.
Now, where
so I
were
was
they
watching the stairs and people going up the stairs very closely.
Now, where were they at? They were going upstairs, so they was low.
So the people in the lower level, I kind of looked at it, was paying attention to that. And you wouldn't look around at the end of the game and say, my God, there are about 5,000 people who missed a ridiculous ending.
Gotcha.
So I give them credit for that. They hung in for as long as, for the entire time. They hung in as much as they could. There were a few that left here and there. James in Brooklyn is next. ESPN New York. James, what's up?
This ain't James Harden, is it?
Good
Calling
morning.
in from his burner phone, is it?
This ain't no Harden. Don't have me cursing today. This ain't no Harden. My name is James. How are you?
You would have already turned the ball over if you were Harden.
He would have fumbled. He would have dropped his phone.
Yep.
I've told this story to people in the last year. I was 18 on a plane going to Job Corps in Clearfield, Utah, where George Foreman was at. And somebody had told me that I would never see my Knicks win another championship. And I'm 70 today. I would have told them they was a liar. But that game last night is like an omen, because my two grandsons called me, messing with me when they was down 22, and I just hung up on them, and then they started the comeback. I was like, are you kidding me? This is like unreal.
James,
this is an omen.
Yeah, James.
I think it's almost over.
James, I definitely believe that you're going to see the Knicks win a championship. The bad news is you're going to live longer than Thanos.
That's a good one. But I'm telling you, that's a sign last night.
James, listen, I hate to be that guy. I agree with you. Because I'm a facts over feel guy, and in this case, that to me absolutely has a big feel of. When you look at the picture as a whole so far, something's going on here.
I love when I love when guys do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody who's gotten to this
Sweet
point,
Jesus is getting involved.
Every 12-pound, 6-ounce baby
gorgeous
Jesus.
baby Jesus, beautiful blonde baby Jesus. He's getting involved.
This is what I don't understand.
Please help me.
This is what I don't like. I always laugh at stuff like this, because when teams be like, "Oh, God is with us." Like, hold up. You don't think every team got a chaplain? What, our chaplain ain't paying his tithes and offerings?
Maybe not.
Like, what's going on?
Maybe your chaplain's skimming off the top.
Right. I got to pull up to the dude that Rocky used to talk to.
Listen,
Father Carmine.
You were in that building last night. You tell me Jesus wasn't in that building last night.
But you got to think every team that
I
gets
saw the Holy Ghost hanging right over Kenny Atkinson.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
Hey, the funniest thing was remember the Tebow skit from SNL?
Yeah.
When he's like, whoa, Tim, leave some space for the Holy Ghost. Like he's get to the Father has risen. He's like, man, no. He's like, you know what I pray to. He's like, I got a big birthday coming up. I ain't gonna be around, so I can't keep bailing you out every time. You guys gotta do something to work yourself. He's like, it is risen. He's like, no. Prater, I pray to you, brother. You've been outstanding. But anyway, I say that to say this.
The kicker.
Every team that has gotten to this point has had that lucky, this is our team of destiny moment. So
they've had a couple of them here.
I always laugh.
I wouldn't even call it lucky last night. I would say they took advantage of what was given to them.
Yes, faith without works is dead. And they had the faith that James Harden would fold like a bad tent, and he walked.
Man, listen.
I still want to see that anybody out there have access to tell us what the headline is at the Plain Field. I think it's the Plain Field.
Cleveland Plain Dealer.
The Plain Dealer. I want to know what they saying, because they got, man, if they not, because listen, Cleveland is a sports town that got a lot of patience. They've been taking L's for a long time. Only the best thing they've ever had right now is the brick a couple maybe 5 years ago, and maybe the Guardians. You know what I'm saying? But I know even they was like, man, you got to be hitting me. Like, are we cursed?
All I can tell you right now is two things. There are two headlines on the front of Cleveland.com, and I can't get what the newspaper itself actually says. I don't even know if the Cleveland Plain Dealer actually still puts out a newspaper.
Damn.
There are two things that it says. Number one, Browns appear to be staging a Deshaun Watson soft launch.
I think Deshaun Watson, I'm hearing that Deshaun Watson look like he's back.
And then Cavs Game 1 collapse versus Knicks revived every concern about the James Harden trade.
Oh.
That from the columnist Ethan Sands. Real-time thoughts as Cavs blow 22-point lead against the Knicks in Game 1. That is a tough morning in Cleveland. That is a tough morning in Cleveland.
You got to be sick in Cleveland right now, Sam.
That's
like, it's one thing to lose, but to lose that way and just you could see it come.
When you lose like this, especially in the postseason, it's virtually impossible to come back from, no matter when it is in the series, because it has such an effect on you.
You come back next year. You always telling me, I can't believe I got to expend this energy when we had one. Now we got to try and win 4 when we had one.
Arthur in the car next, ESPN New York. Arthur, what do you got, bud?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. What do you got?
You know who my hero of the game was, and people not really talking about it? I thought played really good in the fourth quarter was Landry Shamet.
He did.
He locked down Donovan Mitchell. And see, I knew all those shots they were hitting in the first quarter. We made some adjustments, and I think those legs went on them. And Shamet played a hell of a fourth quarter, him and Bridges. We're going to get what we get from Brunson. That's a given. And they haven't even seen Anunoby get going yet. Wait till he gets us back in rhythm.
Now, I wonder.
No, but I thought that.
Go ahead.
What were you going to say, Bart?
I was just saying, I wonder if Anunoby's really struggling from the rust because maybe his hamstring isn't healthy and he don't have the lift that he had before and the strength to have himself on balance. You know, that people forget about that. When you lose your legs, to be able to keep the balance, to have the strength, if he's getting up higher as he used to, if his shot is as powerful, is his legs back?
Yeah, because at one point, I sat there. My son stopped watching the game, but I hung in there and I watched it. It looked a little dreary. It didn't look good, but I knew in the fourth quarter that Cleveland legs, I said, let me see those shots that they were hitting early on. Let me see them hit them in the fourth quarter. And I think us having fresh legs in the fourth quarter and Brown monitoring these guys' minutes, where guys are not playing the abundance of minutes, I think it really benefited us.
Hey, Arthur.
And I think Shamet being in, because Josh Hart barely even played the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Arthur, did you, when your son, since he was, I was about to ask because his son was like a little chump and he stopped watching. When he started coming back, did he call his son back to watch the end? I wouldn't have said nothing to my son.
There was a big time Knick fan with his son in the area we were sitting last night.
Yeah.
And the kids going nuts all first half. Left early fourth. Oof.
That's why I don't like, because I'm
that
like
kid's
that
at school today, like, you left that game?
You missed the greatest comeback in the history. Like, we watched it on TV. Not only did he leave, he didn't even see it on TV, so he didn't even know what happened. So he didn't even get to cheer, nothing.
Down the stretch of the game, it was 44-11 over the last 7.5 minutes into overtime, the rest of the way. And the 11, they worked damn hard to get the 11. Cleveland
crazy.
worked damn hard to get the 11.
None of it was Struce.
No hero ball on the chat. OG playing cautious isn't good. But you know what? He got a little more aggressive later on in the game. I'm not going to worry about that quite yet.
Let me tell you something. Hamstrings don't heal, bro. Not till next year. Hamstrings don't get better.
KJ Jammer, your son is a fraud in reference to that guy.
Yeah.
Let's
teach
see.
him a very valuable lesson.
This is a warm-up series for OG in the finals. That from Jeffrey Fisher. It happens. Not worried about OG as long as he finds it later. That from Tsunami. Look.
Man, could you imagine Castle on Brunson? Oh, man. Dort on Brunson.
I'll worry about all that then.
It's some bad matchups for Brunson.
I will worry about all that then.
But you know what I'm saying? You ain't got a double when you got Dort or you got, you know what I'm saying, you got Castle. Castle, man, I might have to buy a Castle jersey, man. I like gritty dogs like that, man.
Got to celebrate the Knicks last night. What a tremendous win. And fortunate, yes, but they took advantage of it, and now they are in the driver's seat after just one game in this series. It's all about you today at 800-919-3776 on the ESPN New York YouTube chat as well. I love people calling people's kids frauds. That's outstanding. We will hear all the sound from last night next on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble three. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now.
The Cavaliers.
Steps back, finds Bridges, far corner three-pointer. Hits again. 2 clutch threes from Mikal Bridges.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
And they take a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Game 2 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Hockey fans, are you ready for the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs? Get in on the action throughout hockey's most exciting time of the year with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. From same-game parlays to live bets, you can call your shot during any play. Rooting for your favorite players? You'll find all sorts of markets for betting on any star's performance on any given night of the playoffs. You won't want to miss any of the action on the ice. Lock your picks in today for the NHL Stanley Cup with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. Sign up today to get started. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Subject to eligibility requirements.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
CarsForKids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Hi,
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control and mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com, protecting your home inside and out.
Wednesday with Don Hahn and Rosenberg.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble three. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now. It's a 5-point game with 3:30 to go.
After Jalen Brunson fueled one of the greatest comebacks in NBA playoff history, how confident are you in the Knicks going forward? Don Hahn and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering up to 25% off windows and doors and 0% financing for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends May 31st, 2026.
Who the hell is this? Calling me at 9:46 in the morning, the crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Wrap the cold from my eye. It's my man, Gink, nigga, goodbye. Heard at the barbershop at the time. No, I'm just playing.
And make sure you're locked in on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Stream the full Weekday Lineup live. Watch complete replays or catch up fast with can't-miss highlights. Jump into the live chat, react in real time, make your voice part of the show. Subscribe to ESPN New York on YouTube now and stay locked in so you never miss a moment. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York. And on the ESPN New York YouTube page, let us go to some audio files. Knicks style, Tom Bauer.
The audio file.
Tom was getting annoyed with the group chat last night, I'm sure, because his team was getting its ass kicked for most part for 3 quarters. John Winthrop is in that group chat doing the same thing he was doing on the morning show. Well, 77% of the time, the team that wins game 1 will win the entire series.
Nerd.
And Tom, do you steam or do you stew? Like, what would you describe your anger style as?
It was to the point where I had like a scowl on my face, and I said absolutely nothing.
Did you think about throwing the phone?
At some point, because I got like 10 text messages in the span of like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's aggravating.
I almost ripped it out of the charger and like threw it at my wall. That didn't happen.
On the group chats, like especially during games and stuff like this, I turn off the notifications because I don't want it buzzing in my hand every 5 seconds.
You just want to dip in.
Yeah, exactly. I'll dip in.
Oh, damn, I see somebody said something.
I'll see what kind of damage somebody's doing in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if Tom's still alive. Tom was awful quiet until the game was over.
Yeah, I was. But you know what? Once the Knicks started to come back...
Tom disappears like Donovan Mitchell.
No, not quite. I sat in one position, like, with, like, my hand in, like,
the fetal position?
Not in the fetal position, but I sat in one particular position as the Knicks started to come back. I did not move. I did not say anything until the game ended because I was like, this is somehow working. It's superstition. This is going to get us to victory.
I have no problem.
Shut up, Mom. I'm watching the game.
That's not nice.
I'll take the trash out later.
All right, Tom, hit it.
Yes, so let's get into some of the audio from last night. Let's start with the captain of the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson on taking the game over.
Just being in attack mode, just trying to find seams to get to where I feel comfortable. Finally, one did go down. That's just because of the rhythm I created from the shots beforehand. But like Kat said, it starts with our defense. The way we were able to get stops and go, and then them having the trust in me. It's really a credit to them.
Glad they had the trust in you, Jalen. And what were you guys saying to each other when you were down by 22?
Keep fighting, keep chipping away. We're not going to get it back in one possession. Most importantly, sticking together. No matter how that game finished, habits translate. And so they get translate to the next game. So just finishing the game strong, regardless of whatever's going on, making sure we're having the right habits. So we'll be going to the next game. We're doing what we're doing. We're not just giving up. We don't want to give up ever. Just having faith in each other.
Just next time, just say, what we were doing was everybody give the ball to me because I'm going to go try to take on James Harden. And he'll get out of the way and let us go for a layup.
Listen, because you bums can't win 5-on-5, let's just turn it to 1-on-1. Me against Harden. You guys.
I'm the only winner on the team.
Yeah.
The rest of them are losers, either by choice or by birth.
Take your ass to the baseline and watch me work.
Listen, he was unbelievable. He was unbelievable down the stretch. Now, they helped him be unbelievable, but they did everything that you're supposed to do when a team is handing you the game. And there are plenty of times that we see teams who are not capable of grabbing hold when a team is handing you the game. Did you think that the Sam Merrill shot was going down at the end?
And that would have took everything away.
That was about 3/4 of the way down. We would be sitting here screaming and yelling about what happened for the first 3.5 quarters right now.
That actually would have been worse. That would have been a worse losing than getting blown out.
Tom,
if they came all the way back and then hit the three and go home anyway.
The Knicks could recover from that. The Knicks could.
No, what I'm saying is that would have hurt it.
Oh, it would have hurt more. Yes.
They just sometimes you get blown out. You're like, man, we would be all right. We just gotta get ourselves together.
Tom, did you think that shot was going down?
Not gonna lie. Yeah, I thought it was just because of how the game had gone up to that point. It's like surely something might not go the Knicks' way.
Even
for once, it was like almost a perfect situation for Cleveland.
Even Breen was about to hit the bang because he went bang and then realized it popped out. Like it was 3/4 of the way down. It felt like. Ray, did you think that shot was going down or not? The Merrill shot?
No, I didn't think he doesn't have the Halliburton in him.
Sam Merrill. He better not have the Halliburton. If Sam Merrill's the new Halliburton, we got bigger problems. Next.
All right, let's talk to the head coach of the New York Knicks, Mike Brown. I'm going to play two things for you because, of course, going into the game, fatigue was one of the big things we were talking about, whether it be the rest of the Knicks or the fatigue factor for Cleveland. Mike Brown first spoke about the fatigue factor for Cleveland.
Cleveland's guards, they've played, 50% more minutes than us, than our guards. And so, if you're playing every other day, could that take a toll? We told our guys it could take a toll, so stay with it no matter what the score is down the stretch. But you don't really know if it does or not, but you hope, telling your guys that it gives you a little bit of a psychological advantage.
And speaking of fatigue and sickness and all that, Cleveland probably got sick of James Harden's lack of defense by the end of the game. So, Mike, were you targeting James Harden at all?
Sometimes you got to do what the game dictates, and they were trying to do the same thing with Jalen, and so we said, okay, we feel like we can play that game. We try not to play that game much, but we feel like we have a guy that we can play that game with, and Jalen. Just like we have to try to figure out different ways to guard Harden and Mitchell, they got to figure out different ways to guard Jalen, but there was no secret we were attacking Harden.
Oh, you want to play my defense suck game? Your guy defense suck too. But the problem is, what the Cavaliers stopped doing was going at Jalen. And they start letting him off a hook, and guys start taking. You can always tell. Listen, I always tell. How I knew that Cleveland was cooked and they got tired is because they started taking threes. And you take threes because you don't have the energy and the creativity to get to the basket and make a shot. So you say, hey man, let me sit up here and just shoot the three. Hopefully one drops in.
I understand that, but at some point, you just have to make one responsible offensive play, and they didn't do it the entire time. And the Knicks took advantage of every opportunity they got with it. And I like the way that Mike Brown, right there, for the most part, through about 95% of that soundbite, was trying to say it as nicely as possible, and then he finally just said, but yeah, we were targeting Harden.
Yeah, they were doing it to us, so we was like, hey, I do it back. You want to do it to me? I'm a mirror. You do it to me, I do it to you.
Next.
All right, and now I think it's time to hear from Cleveland a little bit. So let's, I got to hear this again from Kenny Atkinson just because I love the loser tone in his voice. They got dominated in the fourth quarter.
It's a tough one. I thought they hit some really tough shots in that fourth quarter. Those 2 threes, prayer threes, end of shot clock. I think we got a little unlucky, quite honestly. Brunson obviously took over at the end, and we started double teaming them and try to do some different things. But listen, I'm super proud of the way our group played. We played great basketball tonight for 3 quarters. Unfortunately, fourth quarter, they dominated us in the fourth quarter.
Super proud to lose game 1. Good for you.
Super proud. We got a little unlucky.
Jason Kidd, man, start packing your stuff.
What's wrong with me that the first thing I thought when we heard the Jason Kidd news about getting fired was, maybe Mike Brown does have to make the finals. Because, remember, Kidd's the first guy they went after last year, and he got a contract extension because of it. He got $40 million.
Yeah, right. God forbid they went out in the first round. Guys, we might end up talking about him today.
Not the first round.
They didn't make it.
They lose this series.
Are you talking about the Knicks?
Yo, if they lose
I was talking about Kidd's team did not even make the playoffs.
Tom, if they lose this series, why wouldn't Kidd be an option?
Well, here's the thing. If they lost this series in bad fashion, it could be talked about. Like Kidd and Billy Donovan could both be talked about quite seriously. Now, that's not going to happen. And I think Mike is on more than solid ground, as he should be in every way. He's done a fantastic job this year.
He hasn't passed tips yet.
As far as what? What he's done?
As far as he's gone.
Yeah. No, he has to get – I think we all know he has to get to the finals, especially now.
What if he gets to the finals, get blown out, swept?
I'll worry about that when it's a problem. But I don't think – let's put it this way. If he gets swept in the finals against either the Spurs or Oklahoma City – I think we will know that the reason he got swept was not the coaching. He will not get out-coached next series. It's more about the incredible talent that the other team has.
Okay.
Well,
next!
Well, the good news is that's not going to happen anyway because the Knicks, they're a team of destiny right now. Any rate, a few more from Cleveland before we wrap up audio files. Let's hear from Donovan Mitchell and then James Harden, starting with Donovan on not being able to slow down Jalen Brunson.
It was a little comfortable. We could have done some things collectively. We didn't, and that's on us. Can't do nothing about it now. We got to go out there and watch the film and fix it for game 2.
Another one from Donovan. How do you rebound from the loss?
It's one game. We could have lost by 40. Still would have been 1-0. So just watch the film. We played, pretty solid for 3 quarters or so. And we'll make adjustments and go from there.
But you were up 20, dummy.
No.
Bro, it's one thing we could have lost by 40. That's fine. It would have been understandable, actually. That one team's been off for 9 days. You just came off a grueling 7-game series for the second round in a row. That would have been understandable. But when you go up by 21 and you're up by 21 in 7 minutes, it's not just a regular loss. It is a choke job, which is totally different from just losing a game.
Listen, if you think for 1 second that in that spot, you can talk about that game being the same as a 40-point loss, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Coming back from a game like that in a playoff series is virtually impossible. And I know that it happened in game 1. I will be getting involved in the action. I almost said something regrettable, but I will be getting involved on the Knicks minus 6.5 in game 2. I will absolutely be getting involved. By the way, the overall series odds went from Knicks minus 250 to Knicks minus 400 after game 1.
So who are we going to bet on?
We're not on the series, maybe some individual games, because there's no value there. You want to bet $400 to win $100? No.
What if we bet? Put it all on the tiller.
As John Winthrop once said, game 1 winners win the series 77% of the time.
And now you hope that stat is correct.
Oh, I love the stat now.
You hope it's correct.
Yeah.
You're never getting past that one.
No.
Just like I'm never getting past breaking the jar, you're never getting past that one.
Try to help it.
Yeah, that was a great moment. Speaking of breaking the jar, speaking of breaking the jar, James Harden, his answers to the Knicks last night were not correct. What kind of effect does that loss have on your team?
We're a super confident team. Obviously we understand. We literally live one step away, but we got a lot of positives out of this game. You know what I mean? So we just watch film, figure out what we can correct, and put an entire game together.
A lot of positives. Wow. There's delusion, right? James Harden. Why do you?
Ain't nobody gonna tell him.
How can nobody tell him? $458 million at the end of next year he will have made playing the game. How could nobody have the guts to just go sit him down and say, you are killing us right now? You are not only not playing defense, you are escorting Jalen Brunson to the basket. It's like you're giving him a police escort the whole way there. It's unbelievable. And nothing is done to this guy. James Harden is singularly the worst superstar player that has ever existed. And if there's ever a superstar based on statistics that didn't belong in the Hall of Fame, it's him. But God knows it is entirely too easy to get into Springfield, where, of course, Harden's going to be a Hall of Famer. Skills, he's got it all. Clutch gene? Nope. He's one chromosome short right there. That's for sure. He's never had the clutch gene. And last night, just absolutely let Jalen Brunson do whatever he wanted when it mattered the most.
I just can't believe he's that bad defensively. 11 straight points for Brunson.
I can't believe they didn't try to move him off of Brunson. They kept doing switches, and there was no problem. Kenny Atkinson kept leaving him out there.
Well, whoever he was guarding was just going to set the screen. That's who sets the screen. So
no,
you can't hide from that. But, bro, how about we just go to a zone?
Yeah. How about we just try something else? Or, I don't know. Here's an idea. How about we get Harden off the floor?
Yeah.
Because he's not doing anything for us offensively.
Right.
He's throwing behind the head passes when he doesn't need to.
Mobley like, yo, bro, come on, man.
What are we doing?
You know I'm thinking you shooting that, bro. Like, we get to a certain point where you got to shoot.
Yes.
I'm not looking at you no more. I'm looking at where the ball going to be, where I can try and get off the rim if you miss.
You talk about the one where he went all the way down the lane and then threw it into his head.
I say, this dude think he on the N1 mix tour.
What are you doing?
Think he hot sauce.
Oh, my God. What would Harden's name be on the N1 mixtape tour?
Shaggy.
It's the turnover.
Shaggy.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
Wednesday with Donovan and Rothenberg.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble three. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now. It's a 5-point game with 3:30 to go.
After Jalen Brunson fueled one of the greatest comebacks in NBA playoff history, how confident are you in the Knicks going forward? Donovan and Rothenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
This is your reminder to check in daily, because every day during the NBA playoffs, FanDuel is serving up a happy hour. We're talking special drops you won't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. Check for a new reward every single day of the NBA playoffs, and don't miss your shot to get a little extra out of the action. And when every possession matters in the playoffs, FanDuel makes it easy to get closer to the action. From player props on your favorite stars to all the tools you need to back them up. FanDuel puts player research right at your fingertips, so you can check stats, trends, and matchups all in one place and make your picks with confidence. It's everything you need all in one app. So don't miss your shot. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Wherever your day takes you, across New Jersey, into New York, or down to Philadelphia, New Jersey Transit gets you there. Skip the traffic and stay on track. With busy travel periods ahead, plan ahead, check schedules, and allow extra time for your trip. From workdays to weekends, New Jersey Transit keeps your routine moving with reliable, convenient service. Ride smart. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it is time to settle up, people. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far-corner 3. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including New York Presbyterian, NYC Department of Corrections, Boost Mobile, and the Paris Firm on ESPN New York.
Unbelievable last night at the Garden. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Tullamore Dew wants to remind you that Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 6:45, Mets on the road facing the Nationals. Coverage begins on 880 ESPN New York starting at 6. 7:05, Yankees hosting the Blue Jays. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Let's get back to the phones. They are all for you today at 800-919-3776. After that incredible Knick win last night, Mike in Jersey is next on ESPN New York. Mike, what's going on, bud? How are you?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Hey, I got to make a non-air apology. This isn't easy for me, but I apologize to Mike Brown because I thought, man, what a bum signing this was. This guy's never won nothing, but I got to give him his flowers after last night, man. Making the adjustment, seeing that Cat wasn't doing it, seeing that Hart needed to get off the floor. This coach is different, man, and I think he's going to get them to the next round.
If they get to the next round, but friendly gentleman sweep, lose by 5, would you look at Kidd?
No, absolutely not. We already know what Kidd's about. I think if they lose by 5 next round, and then we need another player or 2 to get them to that promise.
I can't, but
he's got them on the right path.
I'll admit that I was the one that thought of it last night.
Can't get them more players
before the game. That if they lost this series, is Kidd going to be the guy? But listen,
they want a Kidd bad.
But they did. But off of that, I can't get into thinking about it that much. Off of that kind of win.
Kidd is their David Stern.
What do you mean?
I mean, not Stern. The
David Stearns of the Mets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how finally the Knicks organization look at Jason Kidd.
I saw an amazing tweet yesterday about Kidd, and I'm only going to spend another second on this because my wife saw it and sent it to me. This is from a guy named Henry Abbott, who has a site called True Hoop, and he wrote the book Ballistic about the NBA. and he's got 133,000 followers. So this guy's somewhat legit. Not somewhat, he's legit. I covered Jason Kidd when he played for the Nets. I know one of his childhood friends. I've been to his house, met his kids, then wife, and Pilates instructor. And I have insight from many people who worked with him in his coaching years. This is a great firing.
Wow. Damn.
That is a rough thing to say. That is a hell of a wind-up and a hell of a punchline.
What does his yoga instructor know?
Pilates.
What does she know?
I don't know, but when you throw that in the mix there, it's going to raise eyebrows, unfortunately. But the whole thing, when he says, this is a great firing, I've never heard that phrase before.
I mean, I know Kidd was pissed off. Just imagine where Dallas has been as an organization. Traded for Anthony Davis, traded Luka Doncic, lost Kyrie, gave Kidd an extension, only to eat $40 million. That's a hell of a freaking year. Not even a year.
Rashad in the Bronx is next. ESPN New York. Rashad, what's up, brother?
Hey, good morning, fellas. Good morning, fellas. So, before I get to my next point, Bart, as a Mets fan, did you need the Knicks to win last night after what the Mets did, giving up that infield grand slam?
That was like watching. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Like, ding 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 ding. I felt like I was gonna put the Benny Hill music on. Ding 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 ding. Like, I can't believe they gave up an infield grand slam. I can understand an infield home run, but an infield grand slam. But you know what? They've been playing so good right now. I'm trying not to pay attention to them so that they can keep playing good because I think it was me. We just gaining ground, man.
I mean, again, Mets got to be the happiest people on the planet that Kenny Atkinson wouldn't call a timeout.
Let's go Knicks.
Mets ought to send him over like a little care package with all kinds of Mets swag today.
We've been there before. Send Donovan Mitchell something.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I watched. So I was watching the game, even though Knicks was getting blown out. I was seeing, because it reminded me of the game versus Houston. I was seeing. Let's see what happens if Shamman comes into the game. Because I remember against Houston and back in February, we were down 18. Shamman came into the game, and we made a Shamman and Alvarado came into the game, helping to make a comeback. And then also Bridges is really close to making me say F those picks, the way he's been playing lately.
I'll tell you. I listen.
What a difference 5 games can make.
When it's playoff games, yeah, it can make that difference. And I'm not going to ever sit there and say it was worth it, but if Bridges does things like he did last night, maybe I will at the end of it. If shots like that actually lead to winning a championship, I don't know how we can't. And it doesn't matter what he will have done during the regular season. That will be the all-time mic drop on his part.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we only care about, you make your name in the regular season, you make your fame in the postseason. So let's see, because remember, what's that shot that he missed going left that we were killing him for?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he came up short. But man, that's why you just show up the next day. The narratives can change in this town very, very quickly. And people have short memories if you give them something that they were looking for.
Are the Knicks, at this point, a team of destiny? Do you have any belief that they have any kind of trouble in this series? 800-919-3776. We have got all you the rest of the way on a miraculous Knick win at the Garden.
The Knicks.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble 3. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now!
The Cavaliers.
Steps back, finds Bridges, far corner three-pointer. Hits again! 2 clutch threes from Mikal Bridges.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
And they take a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Game 2 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Did your dog just get groomed? She's got a pep in her step.
Actually, she's gotten famous. She's one of 18 dogs on the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs from the New Jersey Lottery.
What?
Yeah, New Jersey voted, and 18 dogs were chosen.
Well, look at her.
It's gone to her head a bit.
Play the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs, featuring 18 real New Jersey dogs and a top prize of $200,000.
Oh, are you a famous doggy? Yes, you are.
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, and scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you can win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the entire season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase is necessary. See websites for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable night at Madison Square Garden. No way you saw that coming. Down 22 with 7.5 minutes left. I don't care how it happened. A miraculous win for the Knicks, an absolute handoff by the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the Knicks did everything they could to make sure that when the Cavs handed it over, they were more than willing to take it. It's Bart and Carlin on 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN, and on the ESPN YouTube page at the ESPN New York YouTube channel. By all means, be a part of the show there in the chat. But it is noon. And what does noon mean?
It's the power hour. Bing bong, anything's possible. That was 11 for Brunson. The Brunson burner showed up, baby, and showed out. Screw you, Ham. I am a 6-foot guard, but I can carry teams on my back, though. He got tired of having all them bums sitting up there lollygagging around. He said, hey, yo, Tommy. Hey, yo, Tommy. Hey, yo, hey, Mitch. Hey, Harden, you knocked them down. Why don't you try knocking me down? Hey, 1 for low. Give me the boo with the beard, the Hall of Famer, and I'm going to make him my bitch.
Haywood Wong.
Well, my witch.
Haywood Wong over in the chat. 11 for Brunson, please, and you delivered. Well done. Well done. Well done. That was 11, Tsunami. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Look, Kenny Atkinson completely screwed that game up. James Harden was an embarrassment defensively. He is the worst superstar to ever play the game. And I don't even know what that phrase means, but that's what it is. And the Knicks were very fortunate to have them hand the game over, but they took the game, and that's what mattered. And they end up winning game 1 in a game they had no business winning. Cleveland came in and through 3.5 quarters had made them look confused offensively. The Knicks were a step slow most of the night, but then when it mattered the most, the guy who gets the MVP chance and I have always been skeptical of them. Last night, you turned me over into a believer. And granted, it's against Harden, who's not defending you at all. But he took over.
Let me tell you, before Jalen Brunson saved the Knicks, let me take a sip of my yak. Hold on.
What is that?
Oh, we get those wine coolers and stuff for promotion.
Yeah.
I hit the fridge up.
So you're drinking a wine cooler? What do you got, Bartles and James?
E&J. No, I'm just playing. This is my creamsicle stuff. But, it's funny because I do go in there, open it up, and I see alcoholic drinks. I'm like, I wonder if it's in here and I drink it. Do I get reported for drinking on the job?
No, that's one of those things that it gets filled up, and we're told, listen, Rich Eisen's coming today. Nobody can drink any of that stuff.
See, but let's just go about what the narrative was going to be before Brunson saved the entire team. Back page of the Daily News probably would have said, rust, right? They would have talked about Mike Brown not being able to keep his team ready or motivated to play. Would have been about their lethargic, lackadaisical type of effort. It would have been about how the hell can Cat be a superstar getting defensed up by Donovan Mitchell and by the guards. They decided to put the guards on a guy that we paid all this money, a 7-footer that's soft, getting guarded by little short dudes. It'd have been Brunson can't play defense. They're exploiting his weakness in defense and isolating him. All those things would have been a narrative if we came in, right? Guard and silence. All that would have been a narrative. But because Brunson went out and went on an 11-point tear straight in a row and facilitated and took over the fourth quarter, we're not going to talk about Mike Brown not being ready for the big time. We're not going to talk about Cat being punked and being soft, being guarded by. You talk about how Garden can't check nobody. He checked Cat really well, especially we'd have been talking about the steal that he took from him, saying he took his cookies, right? We'd have been talking about that. We'd have been talking about Donovan Mitchell. It's the superstar. When you look at the other side, you look at what Mike Brown did, saying, Josh, tonight's not your night, baby. We need some offense out there and doing all that stuff. We're going to talk about how we would have been talking about, hey, you can't play Mitchell Robinson because he took about 5. The offense couldn't get in the groove because it was Hacker Mitch. He wasn't making them, so we can't play him. We'd have been talking about all that type of stuff. But with Brunson doing what he did, all we just talking about is bing bong.
Listen, you can talk about Donovan Mitchell all you want. That's over with. There's no more discussions about that. And it was probably over with already, but last night confirmed it.
He stayed on task, though. He is the leading scorer in game ones in the history of NBA playoff basketball.
Yep. He was averaging 32 a game in game ones. He stayed on task.
29.
The problem was he was stuck on 29 for the rest of the game at about the 8-minute mark.
Yeah.
And then didn't have another bucket the rest of the way. And that was a disappearing act. You can say whatever you bucket the rest of the way. And that was a disappearing act. You can say whatever you want. There's no more discussion as to whether or not he was the right way to go as opposed to going to Jalen Brunson. That's not even that wasn't a thing for a while anyway. But last night was the final nail in that. And he's a New York guy, and I like him. But I'm sorry, you disappeared when it mattered the most last night. A lot of people disappeared. James Harden had no interest in defending offensively. He was terrible down the stretch. And Kenny Atkinson, did he go back to the locker room? Was he sitting on the bus? What did he miss?
Well, he was trying to save his timeouts in case they need him in Game 7.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
Oh, my God. took him forever to do it. And this is what he said after the game.
Yeah, I like to hold my timeouts. I mean, I didn't want to have one timeout at the end of the game, 1 or 2 point game. I try to hold them.
Why the hell are you thinking about a 1 to 2 point game when you up by 21? Like,
and it's falling apart.
I'm sorry, 22. Did he think that it was going to come down to one possession?
And it's falling apart. When the game got cut to 15, the Garden was up for grabs. It was
momentum.
Nuts.
Kill the momentum and draw a damn play.
There was so much momentum in the building when they got it cut to 15. They had been waiting all night for something to be excited about, and they cut it to 15. And you don't even call timeout then. You wait until 3.5 minutes left.
Crazy work.
Wow.
Crazy work. Son.
Just bizarre. And you got Harden out there getting cooked at every turn, and you're doing absolutely nothing, whether it's telling them and getting them off the floor or whether it's trying to come up with some kind of adjustment so it doesn't end up being Brunson every single time on Harden.
I mean,
every time.
I mean, we went back to Brunson ball, bouncy, 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 but it worked.
It did work. The other way wasn't working, so they were able to adjust that way. I'll give Mike Brown all the credit for that. And I will say this, too, about bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. When he was driving in, at least he wasn't waiting until there were 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
That is true, because you know what? He knew he was shooting.
Exactly.
Yeah, I ain't passing nothing.
And he wasn't worried about the defense either.
Who's my witch? Who's my witch? There's my witch.
It's like you used to talk about when you look at the offensive line. And you guys would look around and say, okay, who's the fish?
Yeah.
Last night, James Harden was a big, fat flounder.
Yeah, he might have been
flopping around in that boat.
He might have been that imitation cod.
That's the stuff of bad fish sticks right there. He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. And Kenny Atkinson, I haven't seen that kind of a bad coaching job in the playoffs in a long time.
It looked
just
like,
stood there with his arms folded.
Yo, with that
stupid smile on his face.
Dumb smile. What are you smiling for, man? Somebody should have came there somebody should have smacked him back into the reality. He got frozen, stuck in the headlight. He's like a deer in headlights, brother.
Meanwhile, the Knicks did everything that you're supposed to do, and that's why they deserve the credit for it. They did not give up on the game, even though they had played terribly all night long. They took advantage of opportunities when they were handed to them. And that does not happen all the time with teams. We see teams try to blow games all the time, and it does not happen all the time. And now Donovan Mitchell has had in his career, think about this, 4 games in the playoffs, 4, where his team, 2 with the Jazz, 2 with Cleveland, his team has blown a 20-point lead in the playoffs 4 times. That is the most of any player in the last 30 years.
Wonder where James Harden is going to get traded to next year.
Try to force his way out to it.
They still got it for 2 years.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine for a second having to write that $42 million check for next season for James Harden every 2 weeks?
Give me some young blood.
It's like highway robbery.
Don't trade him to my Pistons.
Does he just get it sent directly to the strip club? Like, do you have a wire transfer right to it?
At this point, he probably employ a group of strippers that go straight to his house.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, 800-919-3776. Also on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Pluto Nash on the chat. He smiles when he's nervous. Then he was freaking nervous all night. That was brutal.
And it looked like that smile. It looked like the movie Smile when the dudes smile and they get stuck and they infected and they turn. It's that awkward smile. It's like, what are you smiling for, man?
Cesar Brazil. Mitchell is a great man. I feel bad for him. Hey, listen, I don't doubt that Donovan Mitchell's a good dude.
I'd like to hold on to my timeouts.
But that was a disappointment last night and a disappearing act. Sorry. You might be a native New Yorker, but I'm glad you're not a Knick right now. Because last night, the guy who is here because you're not, once again, showed why he was the right guy to be here. 800-919-3776. Joe in Hackensack was in the building last night. Joe, what's going on?
Yo, oh, man. 12 hours later, the adrenaline was still pumping. It was an incredible experience. I went there with my son. I've been taking my kids to the games for many, many years. I remember when I took them when the seats were $10 I don't know if you recall those days, but now, I mean.
Well, what am I, 90?
Yeah, I wasn't born.
Joe, let me ask you this: after the game, after that game, and what it was, like, did you go out on the street with your son? What did you do?
You have to go outside after the game.
Right.
You see, it was pandemonium outside. It was crazy.
Were you on 7th Avenue?
Where no, I went on the 8th Avenue. 8th Avenue was also crowded. It was crazy. The garden was surrounded with incredible. It was the atmosphere. It was just unbelievable. It was like the game itself. Never experienced anything like it in 20-something years I've been going to games.
Yeah, it's the biggest comeback in 20 years. It's crazy. I don't think the Garden's ever seen anything like that.
It was great, man. And I have tickets for the finals. Hopefully we get there. I mean, these are not, they're not easy tickets to get.
Tell me this, Joe. We always trying to figure out what happens if you don't go. Like, what happens if they don't go? Like, what happens to the tickets? You just get refunded?
Yeah, they give you a refund within a couple of days. That happened to me last year when they lost Indiana. I had actually 2 games, 4 tickets for each, and I got the refund within a couple of days.
You got a lot of scar. You got a lot of scar tissue there, Joe.
Joe, how much did you end up paying? Can I ask?
Well, my regular season tickets, they're section 213.
Okay.
For the season tickets, $88 was the average. So these tickets, when they give you the code. And when the tickets become available, they give you the code.
Yeah.
You go there, those seats are gone. So the only thing that I was able to get yesterday, which weren't bad, section 413, face value $555 a ticket.
So you can't get your own season tickets if you don't have a full season, right?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. I have the quarter package. It doesn't work like that. They just give you a code. You got to go in there and boom and grab whatever's available.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you have the time.
I'm assuming, though, that if you have full season tickets, you can get your seats.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I mean, I can find out, but
Joe,
like the next round, the cheapest seat. The next round, the cheapest seat is $1,150 in the 400.
So, damn, I want some information from Joe.
I'm sorry. What did you want to know?
I want to know how long has he been going to the Garden, and where does Brunson rank as far as top performers in the Garden?
My bad. I wasn't looking at you. I was just looking at when I could cut him off. Get him off the phone. Let's move the show along.
He gave his drop, but for the money, he was like, I can't get him in the secondary market.
Hey, $550 for just being in the building is obviously a ridiculous number, and it's the face value number. But at the same time, that is a memory he will have with his kid for the rest of his life. I get people spending the money. I never want to tell people how to spend their money.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think that's great, but that for that kind of experience, because I was fortunate enough to be there last night, that's as crazy of a game as I've ever been to in terms of comebacks.
So what'd you do? You took the chopper home?
I did not take the chopper home. I drove home.
Because you didn't have any information about 7th Avenue or 8th Avenue. So what the hell you do? You went through the Celebrity Tunnel?
No.
You took the train?
No, I got caught in the 7th Avenue part.
You and Jada kiss?
Me and Fabulous.
Mm-hmm. Fabuloso, because you know so.
No, I was not in the Celebrity Tunnel. In fact, I was one of the people who got stuck going out the 7th Avenue entrance, and they basically fenced it off so you couldn't get out because the 7th Avenue portion of it had already basically been taken over.
Damn.
Had already been taken
over. Those are the people that were sitting in the pit.
Yeah, well, listen, they were out there enjoying it, and normally I would have been like, hey, get me the hell out of here. I'm trying to get to my car. I understood it. They're out there having fun. That was a ridiculous win.
Why you didn't crowd surf? You should have been out there and crowd surf.
I don't want to kill anyone. Kevin in Hillsboro's next. Kevin, what's going on?
Hey, you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Chris, Bart, first-time caller. You guys are hilarious.
What the hell took so long?
So glad I could be on.
And by the way, would you trust a helicopter to get off the ground if I'm getting in it?
Oh, come on, man.
Anyway,
of course.
Go ahead.
So I just wanted to say,
smash a black hole.
Awesome victory last night. Epic win. I did want to say that we have to give Mikal Bridges his flowers, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, including myself, the 5 picks, it was hard to see, hard to fathom. Like, how is he worth it? But if you come through in the postseason, the way he's coming through, the way he played last night, both sides of the ball, the whole game. You know, we started off like shooting wise, we weren't rusty.
No,
but defense, he played his butt off.
Well, I mean, they were rusty. They were rusty for 3.5 quarters.
They were down 22.
I mean, let's not get nuts about it. It took me a second there. What did I just agree to? Because I was talking to Tom at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. What did you say?
Greatest performance in history. Yeah. Whoa, wait, what? Yeah, I think he gets.
I mean, Mikal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, on you. I'm sorry.
I was saying, Mikal, his defense just rubbed off, and that's when Jalen took off. And that's another thing. Team of Destiny. Jalen Brunson has been with us since he was a little kid. And then instead of Mitch, I'm so sorry. I said it this morning. My Donovan Mitchell, we got Jalen. And that's why this is a team of destiny. That's why you have to believe. And Knicks fans, we're going to take this. This is our year, baby. Let's go, Knicks.
Yes.
That's the sentiment. I think people yesterday, after they saw that victory, unlikely victory, because
they know
the Knicks pessimists would have said, "Hey, man, it always goes bad." And look, here you go. We get 9 days off instead of that being something good for us or something bad for us. Here we go again. And no, fate has smiled on you guys. Let's see if you can keep taking advantage of it.
You got a little something over there for us from our friends over at Samwell. Please.
I always do. You know what? I just started eating healthy again and working out, and I love this. I'll show you as afterwards, man. But this is really the exclamation point. I want to say that if I had to pick who was the proper artist for this, I would probably say this is a Rick special. But look, it's springtime. People are outside, more active, and doing their thing. But if you're dealing with joint pain, back pain, or nerve pain, that can shut you down quick. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you guys, like I always tell you, call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. He's the guy to see. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, no cuts, no long recovery, no relying on pain meds. Just non-surgical image-guided procedures and treatments that get real results. Same day or next day appointments are available. Go to SandwellPain.com. Get right, get tight, and get back to living the life you deserve.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Yeah, I saw what Rick left you. I will just fold that up, and I will take that piece of paper, and thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick.
Back after this.
800 919. We're not to that.
Oh, 800 I thought we were going to commercial.
No, we got time. 800 919 3776. Pat, Connecticut, next. ESPN New York. Patrick, what do you got, baby?
Hey, I'm a long-suffering Jets, Knicks, Mets fan.
Damn.
And there's a lot of fingerprints on the money.
I understand.
People are disrespecting the Cavs. I watch basketball at the gym. I take my iPad and do my thing. So that's my jam. But if it was supposed to be the way it would have been Detroit in the finals this year. But Atkinson came up with some good defensive packages during the series. It's a game. The series is a lot different than a game.
Listen, I
expect them to come out.
I'm sure that if they have any sort of pride, the hits that they're going to take for the next 48 hours, they will come out and give it their best. But I don't know how you recover from that kind of a loss on the road in a series in which you are heavy underdogs to begin with.
Well, what's going to happen is they're going to do what they did all season long. They're going to do what they did for the first three quarters. They're going to run the clock down. The whole time I was saying to myself, come on, man, pass the ball. 3 seconds to put the ball up. Brunson's holding onto the ball. Cat's falling underneath the basket, putting his hand up in the air like he's drowning from the Titanic. And
Game 2
they
will
weren't
be
really
pivotal.
getting him involved.
Game 2 will be pivotal. Game 2, because you know how great the Knicks feel today. If they don't take care of business game 2 and act like they're waking up, then and it's not a continuation of the fourth quarter, it's more like the first 3 quarters, then we're going to have a tough series, man. And listen, you take nothing for granted. A team in this league is not dead until they're dead, especially 2 teams that have went 7 twice. The Knicks haven't had to go 7 twice. They haven't had that type of pressure yet.
Got Cesar Brazil. Okay, pump the brakes. Also, Carlin would need the drive-through in the helicopter. Do you think you could actually go to the drive-through in a heli?
I mean, if you're on the rope
without killing anyone,
if you're on a ladder, sound like a
yeah, it'd be the A team that could do it. I like a number 6.
Yeah, but you know when they be doing it,
extra cheese.
I used to always love when they used to be making something. See,
A team and MacGyver.
It'd be BA making you like a little basket that could fit you in there.
Yeah, BA make you a little basket, but then it would be like, and it also is a rocket launcher made out of duct tape.
And we never actually saw nobody get hit. For some reason,
nobody ever died.
It was always sparks.
Yeah.
And people flew up in the air, but we never saw nobody get shot and just be sitting there dead.
Yeah, there was nobody ever died. Nobody ever died.
Never even saw nobody take a bullet.
It's true.
And you shooting an AK-47, 3 of y'all, nickel-plated AK-47s, nobody get clipped.
Oh, he's fine. No problem.
Not even a flesh wound.
800-919-3776, 800-919, ESPN. Some of the other comments that are coming in on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Jets, Knicks, Mets, the unholy trinity. That from Wingman 1977. Brooklyn not Brooklyn, who cares? Knicks will come in next game and take care of business. It's Johnny Blaze. Dinal, is he a real Knicks fan? He has a lot of Jet stink on him.
Oh, man.
Wow. That's rough.
Who won the championship later? The Jets was 69.
The Knicks. Knicks have won it more recently.
Okay, what?
73.
And the Jetsers win.
Jets is 69, 70, and that was also the first Knicks title.
They close. They
won 2.
They close. I wouldn't pound my chest too much if I was the Knicks.
No, certainly not. 800-919-3776. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Now, normally at this time on Wednesday, we'd be playing Am I the Nozzle? But frankly, on a day like this, if we play Am I the Nozzle, we are the nozzle, because we got to let the Knicks fans get through with everything you want to celebrate off of that tremendous win last night. And
can I ask you a question? We really haven't asked this. Where does this comeback rank in not only Knick history, but in comeback history? What's one of let's rank our greatest comebacks we have ever seen. Of course, the number one, because for the championship, is Tom Brady against the Atlanta Falcons. That's the number one all-time greatest comeback in the history of sports.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the greatest comeback ever?
Because it was for the championship that Brady won the best one I ever saw would be Buffalo-Houston 35-3. And they came back and won the playoff game in 92, 93-ish.
No, that feels later than that.
That was like 93, 94.
Yeah, because that was Frank Wright.
Yes.
That was 94? I thought that was like
93. 92, 93 maybe.
Damn, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. I was in college for that one.
Was that Houston or was that the...
No, it was still Houston at the time. It was Warren Moon.
Damn. And then they had the miracle. They got Buffalo ass back with the miracle.
Yeah. They
Tennessee, got a history. The Frank
Wycheck pass. What was it called? The Miracle in Memphis?
The Music City Miracle.
Music City Miracle. It's not even Memphis. It's Nashville. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Wednesday with Don Hahn and Rosenberg.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble 3. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now. It's a 5-point game with 3:30 to go.
After Jalen Brunson fueled one of the greatest comebacks in NBA playoff history, how confident are you in the Knicks going forward? Don Hahn and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch. I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. KARS Cars for Kids.
car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. So if you're betting same-game parlays this NBA postseason, bet them on FanDuel. More options, better payouts, all NBA playoffs long. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Play your game. 21 plus and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends next week. Take the test.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple, and it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply. In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is just driving the kids to soccer practice. Make every day feel epic in an all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA-estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Because when you're hauling kids, gear, snacks, and backpacks, space matters. And so does comfort. Just make sure they keep their cleats off the seats. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for details.
So I just started to put together kind of a cursory list. And I guess it depends on how you define comebacks. Like, that's an individual game last night, right? Yeah. But then there's series comebacks.
Yeah, I'm talking about game comebacks.
Game comebacks, like, all right, so the Bills-Oilers game is certainly up there. I hate to say it. Reggie Miller, 8 points in 11 seconds. That was a ridiculous comeback for the Pacers to win that game in '95 against the Knicks.
Didn't the Pacers have one last year? They were down by a lot for the Knicks.
I need to go back and look. Well, the Knicks had the two 20-point comebacks against the Celtics last year, but it wasn't that late in the game.
Okay.
The 49ers were down, and again, 49ers were down 24 points to the Giants. In that 39-38 game, Trey Junkin, the long snapper, with the bad snap, the Giants lose.
Yeah.
That was a bad one. I remember Shockey, when the Giants were taking that 24-point lead, dropped a 2-point conversion in the end zone, and you're just kind of like, whatever, no big deal.
Come back to get you at the end.
While we're talking about Giants misery, what about that Denver game from this season?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't know if that's all the way up there, but that was pretty bad.
I tell you the one that I remember. I swear it's like either the Titans or the Texans are involved in all of them. Remember Deshaun Watson was up by like 3 touchdowns on Mahomes?
Oh, in Kansas City.
Yeah.
That was like in the first half. That was like 24-3 in the first half.
Quarter.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
Yeah. That got away from him. And then when we're talking about grander things, series, the Red Sox against the Yankees, again, sorry. But, you're down 3-0, and you got pounded in Game 3.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest comebacks ever.
I don't know how it's not. Individual game, though, I'll give this to the Yankees the year before, Game 7 against the Red Sox when Boone hit the home run in extra innings. But they came back and they were losing, and Pedro blew it. But the Yankees were there in the 8th inning to end up winning that game. And they also had a big spot earlier when Messina came into the game with, I think it was 1st and 3rd and nobody out in relief of Clemens and got out of it. The Cavs winning their championship.
Down
3-1 to Golden State. Now, granted, it was helped by Draymond, but still.
Yeah, that's like a series collapse.
Yeah, and series.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on how you're going to define.
Individual games or series.
Right, exactly. How you're going to define comeback. Like, people will always look, one of the greatest comebacks ever is Tiger Woods, in 2019 to win the Masters. Yeah. No, I get it. And that's a grander scheme comeback.
Yeah.
Where does this rank for you? 800-919-3776. I won't lie. This is the craziest comeback I've ever been in attendance for.
Yeah. You were in the building.
Yeah.
You and nephew, Uncle Carl. What do you call you? Uncle Carl? Uncle C?
No, they didn't call me. Just called me Chris.
She called you Mr. C.
Just calls you Chris.
Just call you Mr. C like Cunningham. Hey, Mr. C.
I got Mr. Cunningham from the Happy Days. I'm that old. Come on. Oh, my God. Chris in the Bronx is next. ESPN New York. Chris, what's going on?
Man, what's up, gentlemen?
What do you do, baby?
Last night was it. That was the worst game I've seen in this playoffs by the Knicks. But, man, did Brunson carry us. He carried us, and Mikel and Shamet won it for us. That was epic. I don't want to hear. Listen, if you guys go back and watch it, the end of regulation, Mitchell didn't do anything, obviously, in the fourth quarter and overtime. But in the end of regulation, Mitchell wanted that ball in his hand, and Harden came over and forced him to give Harden the ball. And you see Donovan Mitchell put his hands up like, what is this guy doing? And then he did the behind-the-back pass, and the guy almost made the three.
Yeah,
and that was the end of overtime. Mitchell wanted the ball in his hands. This is over. This is a 7-game series. They went to 2 7-game series. They put everything in everything that they had, and they was up by 22 because we played bad. Not in the paint. We did okay. It was the perimeter. And you guys got to give Cat some credit. You guys got to give Cat some credit because Cat can't do what Cat did in the other series because they have too big.
Because they have the size.
Somebody always coming off the help side.
Yeah.
There's nothing he can do. And they're doing great defense on the backdoor cut. They're doing
Having said that, they are going to have to figure out, besides Brunson pounding the ball, if they have another way to do it.
100%. But we all know that's what's going to happen. They're going to shoot. Hopefully they shoot better. But it's gonna. I don't have no. The coach is doing. He's doing the right adjustments during the game. I don't have no worries about that. The team has to make their threes. That's the only thing we did bad. If every player made 2 threes, they're like 1 for 5, 1 for 6, 1 for 7, whatever. Well, if they just make 2 more threes, which they usually do, we win the game by 30.
Okay.
By 30.
Win the game by 30.
You're down by 22. You'll be winning by 30. I was about to say I was going to ask him what was the worst thing that you said about them while they were losing. Because, it was a lot of TV.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot of TV, remote throwing, changing channels, cussing out. Then all of a sudden, now you want to be their friend.
The worst
now
thing.
you want to kiss their ass.
The worst thing that I said was in our group chat, which was they have looked a step slow all night, which they did.
Way to self-report when it's not that bad of a violation.
It wasn't that bad, but they just looked terrible. But here was the thing: even if they had lost game 1 in that way and they hadn't come back, were you worried about game 2? It would have annoyed me that they lost home court.
Yeah, you'd have been like, hey, they better figure it out at home. And then, the Pistons beat them in Cleveland because, so that mystique of them not losing at home, isn't there anymore.
I'll tell you, last night, so not to be bougie, but I was sitting in the suite with the Good Karma people. Were kind enough to give me 2 tickets.
Any Grey Poupon? You drinking champagne?
There was a deli mustard with the mini hot dogs. That hit the spot.
You had gourmet glizzies.
No, they're just the little mini hot dogs wrapped up.
Wrapped in a pastry?
Yes.
Puff pastry?
So during the game, sometimes some folks from ESPN will come around and will come and watch the game in the suite.
Yeah.
And Shams came in the suite. Sharania.
Did you get some insight? You tell him you need to come on our show?
I didn't bother him. He was just chilling. I didn't want to bother him. But
he had on a leather jacket?
He did not.
Wow.
He had on the suit with the white shoes. Look good. Let me tell you something. That dude, that hair,
white shoes.
That's a phenomenal head of hair that guy's got.
See, we can't have him in the same place because Don is the hair guy. We can't have.
No, but Shams's hair is dark. Don's is white.
Okay, so
Don hung out too for a little bit. Got a bite to eat.
So Mel Kiper. Oh, damn! How many people name drop for game one?
Well, like Don did the Carlin move, which was, I don't have a ticket for the suite, but I got a credential. I'm going to slide my way in, get a little bite to eat, and slide my way out.
Well, they owed it to him. I had a telecast out in the damn hot-ass sun for y'all to promote the people.
Exactly.
Damn straight I'm coming in that suite. I want some free Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it was – but to see – and what my nephew just turned to me, and he said, as Shams is on his phone the whole time, as you can imagine, what do you think Shams' screen time is?
Probably was talking to some Tinder dates.
No, I don't think he was. But when you get that screen time report, what do you think that is? That's got to be 20 hours a day.
Yeah, he got 2 phones.
He's got to have, I would think he probably has 3.
Him and Shefty. He was like, what? Jason Kidd got fired. What?
Bart and Carlin. ESPN New York, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Are the Knicks just, frankly, a team of destiny at this point? You, the rest of the way, on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble 3. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now.
The Cavaliers.
Steps back, finds Bridges, far corner three-pointer. Hits again. 2 clutch threes from Mikal Bridges.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
And they take a 1-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Game 2 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
There are small risks in life, like trying to guess someone's name you forgot.
Hey, remember me?
Of course. Samantha, how could I forget?
Who's Samantha?
Oh, will you excuse me?
We all take risks in life, but some risks just aren't worth it, like gambling without a plan. Set time limits and a spending budget before you gamble. To learn more, visit PlayResponsiblyNY.com. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. At Rings End, they're there to help realize your modern design visions. That's why they partner with Marvin. Engineered for big ideas, Marvin Modern Windows and Doors deliver effortless elegance, expansive views, and industry-leading innovation, all in a modular system designed to meet the exacting principles of modern architecture. Experience Marvin Modern at a Rings End showroom today and create something stunning with them. Rings End is a certified Marvin installing retailer.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates of third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
When it's playoff basketball, you got to do a little bit of everything.
The intensity levels are at an all-time high. These are the NBA playoffs. Every team looking to make a run.
This is incredible.
Every player looking to make history.
Give me all you got. Let's go.
So tune in, because this is going to be unbelievable.
This is exactly what we wanted.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google continue on ABC, ESPN, NBC, and Peacock.
Bing, bongy, bing. Oh, say go New York, go New York, go. I'm trying to make that sound cool, but go New York, go New York, go. I still feel it. Go New. I can't say it like tough. I don't know.
Listen, I understand. You're trying.
It's like an 80s like Curtis Blow nice song. You know what I'm saying?
It's still solid. It's still solid. Meanwhile, the comeback, we didn't mention the Jets' Monday Night Miracle against the Dolphins when they scored 30 points in the fourth quarter. That's a fair one.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, they scored 30 in the fourth quarter.
They haven't scored 30 since.
It was a Pennington game, wasn't it? It was, I believe.
No, that got to be. Chad Pennington was alive then?
Yeah, Pennington was drafted in 98. Was that a Pennington game?
No,
or no?
Pennington ain't that damn old. That was sound like a Boomer Esiason.
Not in 2000?
No, does that feel more Testaverde?
Yeah, it ain't no damn Chad Pennington. Not in 2000, bro. Well, hold up. I got in the league in 2002. Let me stop. Hold on.
What year was Pennington drafted? Maybe I got it wrong.
He sounds like he's younger than me.
I'm trying to remember the Monday Night Miracle. I can't even remember.
I want to think Chad Pennington is younger than me, man. Wasn't he still at? Did he come from Marshall? Or something?
Marshall. Yeah.
That was before Leftwich.
It was Testaverde. It was Vinny.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
My bad.
Like, damn.
I thought that it was Chad, but it was not. It was Testaverde. 800-919-3776. Let's hit David in Utah up next. ESPN New York. David, what's going on, bud? How are you? David.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect, yeah. So I want to go on a little rant for 15 seconds. You can let me speak. My name is David. I am a truck driver driving out of Utah. I love the show. But watching that game last night, I am a diehard Boston fan. You can call me salty. I don't care. But watching that game, watching Cat is a bum. He is not.
Yeah, we're done. I'm a Boston fan in Utah.
But he just said, I wanted to hear what his Fitzroy was going to say, man. So you always got to know what the enemy want to talk about.
Today, this show, not a democracy.
All right.
Not a democracy. How about?
Hold on, where's our guy that's the Harden fan? What the hell he didn't call up for?
Hey, D didn't call. Of course he didn't call.
Yeah, I know you listen to D.
Of course he didn't call.
Don't be no little punk. D, call in, son.
Yeah, we called for him earlier in the show. He was nowhere to be found. Cham in the Bronx is next. Is it Cham?
Yes.
What's up, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. What do you got?
You just remind me that the Reggie Miller game. I said, let me call. That game was 1995.
What game?
The Reggie Miller game, the 18
Reggie Miller game was 1995.
I think some few seconds to play, you just put eight points and win the game. I was on the Triborough Bridge coming to Manhattan. After I paid the toll, before I get to Manhattan, we lost already. I never forgot that game. you definitely remind me that game. Because even yesterday, I was almost turning off my radio because if I'm losing, I don't want to hear. That's why I don't go to game.
No, listen, I understand that, and I will give the Knicks fans credit last night. There were only
a couple of suckers,
a few hundred, I would say, that left at about the 8-minute mark when it was a 21-point game, 22-point game. There were only, I would say, a couple hundred that I saw leave. But for the most part, at the end of the night, that building was still full.
Stay true and true.
They hung in. I give them credit for that. Howard in Boston is next, ESPN New York. What's up, Howard?
Hey, guys. Better to have a New York Knicks fan from Boston than a Utah fan from whatever.
Boston fan from Utah.
Boston fan from Utah. Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck was that, man? You pressed the wrong button, I think.
That's all right.
Anyway, hey, two quick things. So, first off, in terms of great comebacks, I don't remember the year, but wasn't it also in, like, the late 90s that the Jets came back against the Browns by, like, 17 with 2 minutes to go or so?
Oh, that was us.
You remember that?
Was that us with Santonio Holmes with the late catch by Santonio Holmes? No, maybe not.
Yeah, wasn't it like 17 with 2 to go?
Yeah,
something like that.
I think so.
Anyway,
that wasn't that long ago. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, go ahead, Howard. No, I mean, like, if it's anywhere, I still would have thought it might have been when you were playing.
Yeah, my CTE might have kicked in.
What do you got, Howard? What else?
Yes. So I'm listening to your counterparts right now on Cleveland's ESPN outlet.
Oh, that's juicy.
And I guess whoever the mutual bosses are and the muckety-mucks, the suits, ask them would they come on with you guys or Kay today to talk about the game. And like, what? Are we just going to be made fun of? We'd rather just rip on Atkinson. There's no way we're getting on with New York and letting them have the day.
Well, that's good because we weren't asking.
That was,
cowards.
Well, we weren't asking anyway. We love those guys, but listen, they've got enough pain as it is. Cleveland's got enough pain as a sports city to begin with.
I just want to know who they blaming and how they blaming it. Like, if you had to divide up the blame, if you're Cleveland, are you putting it 50% James, 50% Atkinson, or are you putting some on some of the other people?
I don't know how you don't split it down the middle between Harden and Atkinson. And maybe
because Harden could say, man,
40-40-20.
He can say, you didn't help me.
40-40-20, Harden, Atkinson, 20% Donovan Mitchell because he disappeared.
But he was hurt.
But he was out there. He was on the court.
Say James Harden waved him off. Harden
absolutely was atrocious down the stretch.
And to wave me off?
Yeah.
Bruh. After what you doing, you waved me off?
That's why James Harden is the single worst superstar to ever play the game.
I don't know. What about Chris Paul?
No.
Chris Paul.
I'll take Chris Paul over James Harden.
Chris Paul disappeared a lot, too.
He
never won a championship.
No, he didn't win a championship. I'd still take Chris Paul over James Harden. Still would do it. Absolutely would do it.
Chris Paul got like a punchable face, though.
James Harden at times has a punchable face.
We should haze James Harden, cut his beard off, and expose what his face really looks like under there.
Let's be honest. Most of us have punchable faces.
Yeah.
At one time or another, we certainly do.
I feel like you're projecting on time.
Sal in Queens next. Sal, what's going on?
How you doing, gentlemen? Great game last night. Obviously, everybody said what you have to say, but I just wanted to clown on Kenny Atkinson a little bit, and I also had a quick comment afterwards. So the thing everybody was saying about Kenny Atkinson with his timeouts, my question was, if he thought he was the smartest coach in the world, first of all, he embarrassed himself and blew a 20-point lead. He said he wanted to save his timeouts for when he had a 1-point game or a 2-point game down the stretch, which off the rip is ridiculous because you should never let it get there as a coach of a team with that lead in a playoff game. But then it got you a 1-point game, and you didn't call your timeout. granted, the shot was a good look, and it should have went in. And
see, here's the thing. That's the one place, though, that I don't have a problem with him not calling
Let him
timeout.
play so the team can't set their defense up.
And it wasn't like there was 3 seconds left, right? There was 20 seconds left. You had plenty of time to bring up the ball up the floor and get a good shot, and they got a good shot. Like, that's the one place where I wouldn't. It's just when they were bleeding profusely all over the place, and he didn't call timeout.
Yeah, like 11 points in a row by Jalen Brunson. Like, what the hell are we doing? Like, yo, stop the bleeding, bro. Like, you just going to let your team go out there?
I agree with that, and I agree with all that stuff, and I'm very glad he didn't do that because it opened the door to stealing a win. But, I just think he got out-coached, and it was pretty obvious that he was using the timeouts as a crutch at the end of the game for whatever reason because the moment seemed too big. But my comment is, so I have a quick question. After Game 3 of the Atlanta series, I bought me and my girlfriend matching Knicks shirts, and she's getting into it for the first time. She's never really watched sports, but she's really into the playoff run. I can't blame her. I bought these shirts, like I said, after Game 3. We haven't lost since then. I told her she's not allowed to wash it.
Ooh.
I haven't washed mine since. We've been wearing them every day for the Knicks games.
Every day? Every game day, okay.
Yeah, every game day. We have the matching outfits going, and we haven't put them in the washing machine or nothing. So I don't know if she has behind my back, but I haven't. So I'm wondering if we go all the way, do I have to keep this shirt dirty and just hang it in a frame and never wash it?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I mean, I don't know how you get down with the BO, you know what I'm saying, because you got to think, like girls are usually dainty. They're usually cool. If you only put it on for game day, she probably only put it on. She ain't wearing it to work.
No.
She putting it on when the game comes on. So she only got it on for 2 hours. Little Febreze, little refresh, put it in the dryer and like put like the refreshing
couple of bounce sheets in there.
Yeah. You just got to make sure your right guard don't turn left, brother. And you good.
But yes, after this, if they go and win a championship, you put that thing straight into a frame.
Oh, especially if you spill sauce on it. You bring that and get it signed by the team.
Let's squeeze in one more. Frank in the Bronx next. Frank, what's going on, dude? How are you? What do you got?
Hey, Nick. Super excited. I called you guys yesterday. I had tickets to Game 5. Now I don't know if it's going to go Game 5. Once we got our legs back and we start showing how we can play and adjust to what Cleveland throws, I think we can beat this team in 4. But I want to go Game 5, so I want that guy before me to wash his shirt.
Well,
I remember calling yesterday because we was trying to figure out how you get the money. Does it put him in line for like finals ticket?
I don't know if it helps you or not.
I bet you know what's funny.
I'm assuming it's all lottery.
I bet you that same ticket for the finals is probably like 200-300% more than a Game 5.
Well, the guy said earlier in the hour, that when he was talking about the tickets for last night in 413, that it was $550 to get in last night, and that is the face value.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the finals, it's $1,100, so it's 200%.
Damn,
100% raise. Wow. But listen, it is what it is. It's not all that surprising. What a day for you. And we got you covered all day long. The Michael K. Show is next, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. What a day to be a Knick fan. ESPN New York.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
Wednesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble 3. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now. It's a 5-point game with 3:30 to go.
After Jalen Brunson fueled one of the greatest comebacks in NBA playoff history, how confident are you in the Knicks going forward? Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.